In this ultimate course to AI SEO in 2026, I'm going to break down all my best strategies on multiple different AI platforms that you can rank with. This is an accumulation of all my best training on AI SEO recently, and you're going to learn exactly how I rank my website and my social media platforms across AI search engines like Perplexity, like Claude, like ChatGPT, like Google AI overviews. And then I'll also show you with proof, case studies, and workflows plus 30-day plans exactly how to rank #1 in Google or how to take up multiple slots inside the first page of Google. So everything that I've been learning recently, I'm just sharing with you. These are just case studies. I only just test what works, which is what 99% of SEOs don't actually do. And so I just want to test, show you what's working, give you some case studies, give you some proof, and you take what you want, you dismiss what you don't like, and feel free to just use some of this stuff and steal it from me. Thanks for watching, and I'm going to get straight into the course. AI SEO in 2026 is completely different from everything you've been taught. And the old playbook has pretty much been chucked out the window. Google has just changed how they rank content across YouTube, Reddit, and traditional search. And here's the wild part. Most business owners are still doing SEO the 2019 way, whilst AI is writing and rewriting the rules pretty much every single week. So today I'm going to show you the exact multi-platform SEO system that's working right now in 2026. You'll see how to rank on YouTube, Reddit, Google, AI search engines, Perplexity, Claude, all at the same time. Even if you have zero technical skills, even if you've never done SEO before, even if you think AI is complicated, I'm going to pull back the curtain on my own social media accounts to show you live examples of what's working. You can see an example of a graph here. This is JulianGoldie.com. You can see we were previously at 0 clicks per day, and now that has rocketed up, and you can see the trajectory right there. So I'm going to pull back the curtain on what's working for me, and by the end of this, you have a complete 30-day roadmap to dominate multiple search engines with AI-powered content, and I'm going to show you all the best strategies that are actually working right now. Let's get into it. What we're going to be doing today is we are going to be running over something called the Goldie multi-engine domination framework. And this is the system that I use to rank across Google, YouTube, Reddit, Perplexity, Claude, and pretty much every other platform that matters in 2026. And I call it the multi-engine domination framework because that's exactly what it does. One single piece of content, multiple platforms, maximum visibility. And here's what's happening in 2026 that nobody is talking about. Okay, search is fragmented. People don't just use Google anymore, right? They search on YouTube, they search on Reddit, they search on Perplexity, they search on Claude. And here's the kicker, right? Google is now pulling answers from those platforms into their search results. Reddit threads show up in Google, YouTube videos show up in Google, AI generated answers show up in Google. So if you're only optimizing for traditional Google SEO, you're missing 70% of the opportunities out there. And that's like basically training Muay Thai, but only practicing your jab, right? You need the full arsenal. So I'm going to run through the 5 pillars of AI SEO 2026 in a second, but let me show you an example. So for example, if we pull up, I don't know, an example keyword like this, right? And we pull this up as an example, you can see here that we are ranking with multiple pieces of content repurposed into different strategies to rank. So for example, you can see we're ranking with our website itself. That's great. And you can see us actually ranking inside AI overviews too, right? So for example, if we pull up the AI overviews for this keyword, you can see us ranking inside AI right here with YouTube, right? So the YouTube video is actually ranking inside AI mode. Not only that, but we have another video over here that's ranking from us, another video that's ranking from LinkedIn, right? So this video is ranking from LinkedIn as well. And then we also have the website here as well and Reddit. So just to recap here, pretty much the same content, but repurposed multiple times. And we are ranking with YouTube. We are ranking with JulianGoldie.com. We're ranking with Reddit via the Goldie Agency YouTube account. And then we are ranking with LinkedIn, right? And you can see how we're doing this. Google just finds the details on the page it wants to rank. And that way we can dominate Google for the same keyword multiple times to generate more traffic. For example, if you take a look on the first page of Google here, you'll see 4 different videos ranking on the first page, all from us, right? And so we really dominate the first page, as you can see right here. And I'm going to show you exactly how it works and how you can do it. You can see here as well, JulianGoldie.com, and you can pretty much get every single slot on the first page of Google if you're using the strategies I'm about to show you, okay? So let's get straight into it. I'm going to run through the 5 pillars of AI SEO in 2026. The first pillar of this is AI SEO on YouTube. Now, YouTube is now the second largest search engine, and Google prioritizes video results. Really powerful to rank. You also got Reddit. So Google has a direct partnership with Reddit, so does ChatGPT, and Reddit threads rank for everything inside Google now, right? Pillar number 3 is Claude and Perplexity SEO. So no and AI search engines are the fastest growing traffic source, and they cite sources differently than Google. And then you have traditional Google SEO that's actually smarter, right? So, for example, blog content still works, but only when combined with the other pillars. And finally, you have multi-platform syndication. So one piece of content repurposed across all platforms simultaneously. So we're going to get straight into this, and I'm going to show you exactly how this works step by step. So, for example, here, if we take a look at this particular keyword, right, what you can see here is that we are ranking for this keyword on our website, right, which is great. We're also ranking for this keyword on YouTube as well, right? So, for example, if we go onto YouTube and we're like, okay, how to do this, we'll put this in, plug it into YouTube. As you can see, our video is ranking right there for that particular keyword, right? And we're also ranking right here. So we're also creating content on our website. That's ranking inside reviews in Google. We're ranking on YouTube with multiple different accounts. If we actually go over to Reddit and we have a look at this subreddit, as you can see, we are ranking content. And by the way, this gets a lot of traffic in itself. So we started this subreddit in February, and you can see over here that this is really beginning to grow. We get 71,000 views, as you can see, on our Reddit subreddit as well. And actually, if we look over the past 12 months and we see where we're up to, you can see the growth of that subreddit. Like, it's just ridiculous, right? We started at 1,700 views a month. That went up to 6,000, 10,000. And this is repurposed content from other platforms, right? To the point where in December, we got 45,000. Now we get 70,000 views. And it really does add up. It's a super powerful way to create content. If we look at some of the content that gets the most views, so for example, if we have a look at this one, all it is a repurposed piece of content, right? So you can see this is linking to our YouTube channel, right? And this is basically a repurposed piece of content, ranks on Reddit, ranks inside Google, and it was quite simple and easy to build this out. You can actually take the transcript and then plug it through Claude, for example. And the old belief was, for example, like some people would say SEO takes 6 to 12 months to see results. And I want to just break some of the limiting beliefs that are holding you back. This is a wrong belief in itself, because here's why the old belief is wrong, right? When you only do Google SEO, yes, it takes forever. But when you stack YouTube, Reddit, AI citations, and Google together, each platform feeds the others, right? So your YouTube video gets embedded in your blog post. Your blog post gets discussed on Reddit. Your Reddit thread ranks on Google. And Google sees all this activity and boosts basically everything. I've seen brand new sites hit page 1 in 30 days or 47 days of using this approach. And it's like compound interest, but for rankings. And the maths changes when you multiply platforms, because if you only train, for example, one discipline, you improve slowly. But if you train, for example, multiple approaches together, each skill reinforces the other and you level up like 5 faster. And again, let's just go back to that search and we'll see what we're doing. So if we have a look at this, not only are we ranking, but we're ranking extremely quickly. So if you look at this video, we actually published it today, and that was only 6 hours ago. And you can already see it ranking on the first page of Google, right? And so this content ranks extremely quickly. This one, 3 days ago, it's published. It's ranking on the first page of Google, but it's also ranking inside the AI overview, as you can see right here, right? As you can rank content really quickly with AI SEO if you're doing the right things. Now, one thing I want to tell you here, and this might blow your mind as well, because some people think you need to be an expert. My team does it. And I've actually taken a bunch of virtual assistants, given them my systems. They've never done SEO before, and they're getting better results than like 99% of SEOs, as you can see right here. It's pretty insane, right? Who's ranking 3 times inside AI reviews? It's just ridiculous, right? On 3 different platforms, juliangoldie.com, Reddit, and also LinkedIn. People say, well, I need to be technical to do AI SEO. The new belief really is that AI handles the technical stuff so you can focus on the strategy, right? So I talk to website owners all the time who think they need to learn Python, understand to do SEO. Claude, Gemini, ChatGPT, they can write your technical SEO for you. They can generate schema markup. They can analyze your competitors. They can write optimized content, right? Your job is really to be the strategist, not the technician. So I run a 50-person agency, and guess what? Most of my team uses AI skills to do the technical work, and the humans provide the strategy and quality control. So you don't need to be a coder. You need to be a thinker. That's the main thing here. And other people will say AI search engines like Perplexity, aren't they going to destroy traffic? And the main thing to note here is that AI search engines are a new traffic source you can optimize for. And this is probably the biggest mindset shift for 2026. People think Perplexity and Claude are competition. They're not. They're new distribution channels, right? When someone asks Claude or Perplexity a question, those AI models cite sources, and your content could be that source. Okay, I've tracked referral traffic from AI search engines, and it's grown massively this year. And the people coming from AI search are also more qualified because they've asked a specific question, and the AI sent them to you as the answer. So it's like having a robot recommend your business to everyone else. And that is a power move in itself, right? So we've broken through some of the limiting beliefs. We've talked about the framework and how to optimize it. I've shown you proof that actually works. What I want to leave you with is a 30-day action plan to implement the multi-engine domination, right? And this is your day-by-day roadmap for ranking across multiple platforms. And basically what this roadmap does is each day it gives you a prompt, it gives you the actions, gives you the homework. And then if you want to start ranking your website with AI SEO, you can follow the prompts and the implementation plan right here and just step by step master it for your website and your brand, right? So that's basically how it works. And you might be wondering, okay, does this work for everyone? Blah, blah, blah. You can see some of our wins. So a lot of people inside the AI profit board are doing AI SEO, and you can see all these wins that we're getting through here, right here, from happy clients inside the AI profit board. Let me show you something else as well. So for example, here you can see that we actually have 109 pages of people winning with AI. So it's not just me. We teach the systems inside the AI profit board that make this achievable, and we break it down into step-by-step systems that my team is using as well. So if you want all the same systems, you can get that inside the AI profit board. But yeah, this is how it works. This is what people are doing and what people should be doing. Now, let's talk about the old way versus the new way with SEO. Most businesses are doing SEO by writing blog posts and hoping Google finds them, building backlinks from random directories, ignoring YouTube because video is hard, thinking Reddit is just for memes, pretending AI search engines don't exist, waiting 6 to 12 months for any results, using the same strategies from 5 years ago, focusing on only one platform, creating content and then forgetting about it, and manually repurposing everything, if at all. Whereas if you use the multi-engine domination framework that I've shown you today, you can create content designed for multiple platforms from day one. You can build authority across Google, YouTube, Reddit, AI search, and many other platforms. You can use AI to repurpose one piece of content in 10 formats. A lot of people come to me and they're like, Julian, I see you everywhere, like literally everywhere. Like, how do you do it? And the systems that we use are inside the AI profit boarding. Thanks so much for watching. If you want to get all the free notes from today, the belief breakers, if you want to get the 30-day roadmap and also the framework that I've broken down for you, you can get that inside the AI Success Lab. It's completely free. You can get it inside this community. It connects you with 43,000 members, as you can see, and you can also post in the community, meet some cool people, etc. If you go inside the classroom here, you will see that we have a full section on AI SEO, and you can get all the video notes from today, plus a bonus video tutorial that shows you exactly how to do it. So step by step, you've got all the implementation plans that you need. I've also included over 100 AI SEO prompts inside the video notes from today, so you can just steal this stuff from me completely free. All right. And then if you want to order SEO online, feel free to order via this link in the comments description. You can go onto our portal. If you don't want to wait for a call or anything like that, you can actually get SEO services online, buy it directly, and then you skip the call, which saves us time and saves you time. So we all win. And then also, if you just want to get a free SEO strategy session, jump on a call with a human, speak to them about your website, get a custom blueprint, you can book on this page right here. So thanks so much for watching. 0 to 170 clicks per day with AI SEO. That's what's happened to my agency's website, as you can see right here. And today I'm going to break it down for you. So I'm going to show you what's happened to my agency's website using a simple AI SEO system. No expensive tools, no complicated software, no waiting for results with SEO. Just Claude AI, some free keyword research, and a link building strategy that actually works. As you can see, this website was getting like literally 0 clicks back here, and now it is getting up to 176, and you see the trajectory it's on is going up pretty nicely right there. Here's the thing that people get wrong about SEO. They think you need to be technical, they think you need fancy software, and they think it takes forever. Wrong and wrong again. Today I'm going to pull back the curtain and show you exactly how I did this. You're going to see the exact keywords that targeted, the exact prompts, the exact link building approach that moved the needle. And the best part is you can do this even if you've never done SEO before, even if you've tried SEO and failed, even if you think AI is confusing. I'm going to walk you through the whole thing step by step. And by the end of this video, you'll have a complete free 30-day system you can copy and paste into your own business if you want to, right? So we're going to get straight into this. We're going to be using something called the Goldie Accelerator Framework. As you can see right here, if you've never seen this group before, this is a free success lab and it's going to run you through all the notes from today. It actually connects you with 42,700 entrepreneurs interested in AI. And if you go to the classroom here and then you go down to AI SEO, you'll see all the video notes from today with all the links, resources, 30-day plan, etc. Right? Completely free, link in the comments description. So the Goldie AI SEO framework, let's run you through. This is the exact system I used to take my agency from 0 to 176 clicks a day. And I call it the Goldie AI SEO Accelerator because it combines three things: Claude AI for content creation, low competition keyword research, and strategic link building. So when you put these three things together, something magical actually happens. You stop fighting for impossible keywords, you start ranking fast, and you build momentum that compounds over time, right? It's how I approach Muay Thai training. For example, I don't try and knock someone out in the first round. You set things up, you find the openings, you land strategic strikes that add up. And it's the same with SEO, right? So let me break down exactly what happened with my agency website. So if we look at where we're at right now, you can see previously we were at like 0, and we started publishing around about here. It's the end of September last year that we started publishing a lot of content to this website, and pretty much every single video that I created I would turn into a blog post. So I'm going to test this out. Tia, you on again, my friend? Good to see you. You're making me laugh, maybe. If someone is watching, they're not sure what's going on. So I've done this is my third live stream today. I do one for AI, I do one for making money, and I do one for AI tools in general, and then I publish the videos. And Wilty says, when do you sleep? I've been too long. It's 6 a.m. here and I haven't been asleep yet, though I may not last through the whole. I appreciate you watching either way, man. What a legend. Wilty has made every single live stream today, so I appreciate that, man. Like, what dedication. So basically what I'm going to break down today is my exact process for doing this. So where do we get started? If we have a look at this website, we'll analyze and break down what we're doing here. So if we look at this website, for example, right, this is my agency website. The goal here is to drive people to the SEO strategy session or to get them to order SEO online. And so like, you don't need a lot of traffic to actually monetize this website. And when we actually do generate traffic to it, if you have a look, for example, we'll log into it here and we'll check out what we do. But essentially, we've built a lot of backlinks to this website, a lot of them natural and a lot of them actually coming through to the site. And Ahrefs is way behind on the organic traffic, as you already know. But if we have a look here, the main thing to note here out of all of this dashboard is that you've got a domain rating of 55. So it's a pretty powerful website, right? So we're going to get back to this now. I'm going to have a look at what sort of backlinks we've built, all right? So if we look at, let's say, for example, we're only going to look at one link per domain, and then we only want to look at do follow, right? This is how you can quickly filter down the backlink profile and just find decent stuff. And what you can see here, if we look through the website, for example, is like we're getting pages from, for example, like trafficthink.com. And this is a domain rating 70. Now, one of the craziest things about this is like we haven't actually done any outreach to this website. They've just linked to us naturally from trafficthinktank.com. And you can see us listed as one of the top 7 books in SEO right there. Look at that. I didn't even know I was on this list. And so we're getting a lot of backlinks naturally because we do so much personal branding. And then what we also do is we do some outreach as well. In fact, I don't think we do much outreach anymore, but we used to do a lot of outreach. And that's what we do for a lot of our clients as well. Inspired Michelle. Oh, Jason says, is this live? It is live. Jason McKay, thanks very much for joining. Good to see you here. And then Inspired Michelle says, are you driving to the website or a landing page lately? People say driving to the landing page and not web. And do you have a video that explains what backlinks really are? Sorry, I'm a rookie. All right, cool. So a lot to break down there. Yeah, if you actually go on YouTube, like we've got tons of training on link building. So if you type into link building, for example, you'll see all my trainings link building. If you actually, do you know what? If you DM me inside the AI Success Lab, and anyone watching, if you DM me inside the AI Success Lab, I'll just give you a free copy of my book just to help you. But yeah, that's basically it. And then if you want some videos, just have a look at my videos on the website. But yeah, essentially that's what it is. Backlinks are kind of like votes from other websites to say your content is good. The more backlinks you get, the more likely you are to rank. Now, where do we drive the backlinks to? We drive, Wilty says hit the like button, subscribe. That's what we're talking about. Thank you, Wilty. You're on fire today, man. Appreciate it. And you can see here, basically, we're driving backlinks to inner pages on our site, right? So, for example, here, we've got a backlink from this site, and it points to this site over here, right? And basically, we're just pointing to inner pages. So, it's a mix of like homepage links, inner page links, landing page links, etc. So, not really linking to anywhere specific. But you can see that's helped the traffic a lot. And that makes it much easier to rank because the more backlinks you have, the more authority you have, the more likely you are to rank. If we have a look here, really, what changed everything? We stopped targeting impossible keywords everyone fights over. We started using Claude to find gaps. We built real backlinks from real websites, as you've seen today already. And then you can see here that we've created content that actually answers what people search for. Despite Michelle says we'll do. Also, if we have a look, for example, at this website and what we're doing here, we're going after like really niche keywords, like really easy stuff to rank for that most people wouldn't. So for example, if you look at this, who is trying to rank for that keyword, right? But people are searching on Google. It does have search volume, right? But you can see here, for example, if we type in this on Google, we're going to rank in one way or another. So for example, you can see we're ranking with our videos for this particular keyword. How do we drive better rankings for our videos? One of the methods we do is like we do embed these websites with our videos, and that helps rank them as well. That helps drive more traffic to them. And then, for example, between the keyword research, the content, and everything else that we're doing, we just have a much higher chance of ranking, right? For example, here, if we look at this keyword, let's have a look here, you can see us ranking on the first page of Google with 2 different channels from YouTube, as you can see, right? And then if we actually scroll down, you can see that AI Overviews is sourcing us and our content for this particular keyword, right? So we're going after like really niche stuff, like really low competition stuff. I don't think many people are trying to rank for that keyword, although I can see a few YouTube videos trying to do it. But you can see here, for example, our page ranks number 1, and then we have another page ranking number 2, right? And so if you have a look at this keyword as well, this page, we're ranking twice inside AI Overviews for that particular keyword, as well as with our video here and our video here. Okay. And so we can rank 4 times on the first page of Google, pretty simple. And also we've got another page ranking right here. And bear in mind, like this page was only created 20 hours ago. If you have a look at that, and then we've got another page that's ranking for that particular keyword. We just posted the caption plus a video, and boom, it started ranking on Google. So there's many different ways. I think even this is one of our Reddit threads as well. Look at that. It's crazy, this stuff, right? One of the things that we do is we actually publish across multiple platforms using the content from our videos, and then we rank it multiple times. So we don't just get traffic to our website, we also get traffic to our videos from Google, and we also get traffic to our Reddit and our LinkedIn, as you can see. So that's basically how it works. That's the whole process. Now, some people want to say SEO takes years to see results. The new belief, and I think this is a much more empowering belief, which is that low competition keywords can rank in weeks. And here's what nobody tells you about SEO, right? So for example, the people who say it takes years are targeting keywords they have no business targeting, right? It's like a white belt walking into a Muay Thai gym and trying to fight a professional. Of course, you're going to lose, right? But what if you fought other white belts? That's what low competition keywords are. They're winnable fights. And when I started focusing on keywords that big competitors ignored, I started seeing rankings within weeks, not months, not years, weeks, right? So the game isn't about being the biggest, it's about being strategic. And that is what we are doing with our content, with our backlink strategy, and by posting across multiple platforms as well. But he says, Julian, explain a little bit more about your 24-hour free offer that you listed. Not sure what that is. If you mean this one for the AI profit boarding, this one right here. So basically, you can see everything that's broken down, but if you're not sure about something in the offer, feel free to ask me. But basically, you get all of this stuff and this. If you join the AI profit boarding, you can see the numbers breakdown right here. Plus, if you sign up annually, you get all this stuff. So yeah, there you go. And then Jason McKay says, I used to get loads of traffic to my Etsy store and eBay and 150 orders a day. The last couple of years it's gone to dust, and I don't know why. It seems like if you're not spending, I mean, like you can rank organically, but the way that we do it is we don't just rank with one platform, right? Because this is what happens. So for example, if you're creating content just on your website and then, something happens, Google changes its algorithm or whatever, the problem with that, the biggest issue with that is like you lose all your traffic overnight. Whereas if our website got clapped, and let's say, for example, Google decided we don't like Julian's website, we're going to mark him down, right? No problem, mate, because we've got 2 YouTube channels ranking on first page Google. And then we've also got our website ranking right here. We've got LinkedIn and we've got Reddit, right? And so in multiple different ways, from multiple different angles and multiple different platforms, we're ranking our content. And so you become like unstoppable. And that's the way that I like to look at AI SEO. That's one of the things that we're doing with this as well. But I'll come on to that later. Some people will think you need to be technical to do SEO. Actually, Claude AI handles all the technical stuff for you, right? And I'll show you how we do this. And it's super simple. When it comes to creating the content, I actually have a team that have never done SEO before, and they get results better than 99% SEOs. Why is that? It's because they're using the systems that I've set up for them. What are the systems that we've set up? Let me show you. So basically what they do is they take a piece of content like this one, right? Then they take the transcript from the video like this, right? And then they take the transcript like you can see here, and all they do is they go over to Claude, they paste that in, they take a prompt like this, as you can see. So they take this prompt, they plug it into Claude, and then they put in the keyword here. So let's say, for example, the keyword for this was like notebook and Gemini, right? Notebook, Gemini AI, right? They would just plug it in like you see here, and that would automate the content, right? And that's pretty much how we are generating the content for the website. Now, obviously, we proofread it, we check it, we have a checklist to make sure everything is working properly. But essentially, that's how easy it is to create content that actually ranks. And all you need to do is find the keywords. Now, how do you find the keywords? We're going after trending stuff, right? So we're going after stuff that is pretty much brand new, like Notebook LM. It literally just got released last year. All these updates that are coming out are like brand new, right? Literally within 24 hours, we talk about an update, right? And so what you can do, I tend to find this actually works better than Ahrefs, is you can go into Google here and you can just go on the auto suggest. And the reason that I recommend finding keywords from auto suggest is that you won't find the accurate level of search volume for these keywords if you just go into Ahrefs, right? And so it's much better to go into auto suggest. And also the cool thing about that is when your team are doing the research, you don't need to pay for any tools, right? It's free to do the keyword research and that sort of thing. So yeah, it's pretty simple and easy. Now, Jason says, can you use Gemini as I have subscription for that as a fine subscription to all these AI? Yeah, honestly, like if I had a choice between subscribing to Gemini and Claude, I'd probably go with Claude, to be honest, because I think the content is way, way better. But if you took the exact same prompt, like you can see here, and then you went into Gemini, the content won't feel as humanized and sentient, but you can still use the same prompt and go into Gemini. And as long as you're not like an absolute perfectionist with your content, you can still generate content that actually ranks using this method. So yeah, it works really well. Inspired Michelle says, what is this GEO? Is that just a new word for SEO? Yeah, that's basically the same thing, right? So GEO is just a form of ranking inside AI. Nothing has really changed about SEO, right? So for example, if you have a look here and we went into, and we were like, okay, notebook, LM, make money, something like that, right? And you were looking inside there, I can actually see that my website here, where else, and here are all ranking inside Perplexity as well. And so I know, like for this keyword, for example, like I can rank my content inside there like 8 times, right? And I actually find it's easier now to create more content across more platforms, which gives you more opportunities to rank inside AI search engines as well as, and that's just what we're doing. You can see our pages ranking right there. No one else will show you this stuff, by the way. No, everyone is too scared to show you stuff like this because they're scared of getting clapped or whatever. But I just want to share this stuff with you. And you can see here, for example, we've got our LinkedIn page ranking right there. We've got a website ranking inside Perplexity. We've got another website, a different website ranking inside Perplexity. How are we doing it? We're just doing exactly what I showed you. Ashton says, tip of the morning, bro, loving the content. Thank you very much. To wake up and provide free guidance, always happy to help. It is a pleasure, Ashton. Thanks for joining again. But yeah, this is basically how it goes. So if you want to use Gemini, you can see here that you can generate the content with Gemini as well. Honestly, it's not bad, right? It's not that bad. It's going to be better than ChatGPT anyway. And you can see here, for example, it's created this content and the content feels fairly humanized, right? You would just edit it before you publish it. But if you don't want to use Claude, then you can use Gemini, no issue, right? No problem at all. And so that's basically how we're getting results with it. The other thing that I'm going to say is some people say all the good keywords are taken, right? But the new belief really is like keywords appear every single day. New keywords appear every single day. Think about this, right? AI didn't exist as a mainstream topic 3 years ago. Now there are millions of searches around it. New industries pop up, new problems emerge, new solutions get created. So every single day there are fresh keywords with zero competition because nobody has written them about. No one has written about them yet. And so you can use Claude or you can use Google for this, and it's like having a scout that never sleeps, right? Other people say link building is spammy and risky. Really, the new belief here, the empowering belief is like strategic outreach builds real relationships and real rankings, right? Good link building is just networking. Think about this, right? When I speak at events like Vietnam SEO Mastery I did, Chiang Mai SEO, I meet people, we exchange ideas. Sometimes we collaborate. That is link building, except you do it online, right? So you reach out to real websites, you offer real value, they link to you because it helps their readers. No spam, no tricks, no risk, right? And so my team of 50 people at the agency does this every single day, and we've never had a penalty, right? This is the methods we use. I've shown you exactly how to implement this. I've talked about the keywords, content, and backlink strategy that we've used, and I want to give you a 30-day plan for actually implementing it. This is exactly what to do from day 1 to day 30 to start getting results. And I've shown you all the proof that this actually works, ranking inside Perplexity and also ranking inside Google, like what, multiple times, sometimes 10 times on the first page of Google for the same keyword. And so we've got a 30-day plan here that you can actually copy and steal from me if you'd like to. And this is exactly how we get results, like you can see. And so just to recap, what have we done? We've given you all the resources, right, for using this. I've shown you proof that it actually works. as you can see right here, we have talked you through the Goldie AI SEO Accelerator framework, right? So Claude AI for content creation, low competition keyword research, and strategic link building. I've walked through some of the beliefs that might be holding you back from getting results with SEO, because sometimes it's not a skill set problem, it's a belief problem. And sometimes when you make those belief changes, your skill set suddenly changes as well. And then I've also given you a 30-day AI accelerator plan so you can get results with this stuff. And these have prompts that you can implement every single day to get results with this stuff. All right. Now, the final thing that I want to say as well is that we've actually created a list of 100 AI SEO prompts that you can get for pretty much every element of AI, right? Inspire Michelle says, is it just worth it to use Gemini or Claude and do it myself? Yeah, so I would recommend that you actually use Claude if you can. Claude is by far the best. It creates better content than I can write, to put it in perspective. And I've been doing copywriting for about 10 years. So I would definitely recommend going with Claude if you can. If you want to use Gemini, that is totally fine. And Jason says, I find that when I'm subscribing to something like you have, it becomes overwhelming as there's many videos. You seem to get dragged all over the place. How do I resolve that? So if you're in the AI Profit Boardroom, there's two ways you can resolve that. Number one, inside the AI Profit Boardroom here, we actually have a focus protocol, right? So if you go to the Start Here post, inside the AI Profit Boardroom, this is designed to remove overwhelm. So for example, you can see here, we have the feeling overwhelmed section inside the AI Profit Boardroom. This is my AI automation community. And you follow this and you will never worry about overwhelm again, right? So if you feel overwhelmed, if you want to cut out the noise, if you want something that's step-by-step with a 6-week course, use the link above. It's a drip fed week by week so you don't get overwhelmed, right? And this way everything is actionable, okay? And if you're still overwhelmed, use the Julian Goldie Ultimate Focus Manual. And this manual will help you just avoid overwhelm and avoid all the problems that come with AI. And then the other thing that we do to just cut out the noise and help you save time is that we have weekly updates inside the AI Profit Board. And all you need to do is check that once a week. Like you can turn off all your notifications. You don't need to check YouTube. You don't need to check Twitter. Just check out the weekly updates inside the AI Profit Board. And that's 2 ways that you can cut out overwhelm. So just to be clear here, and we've actually got a link right here inside the AI Profit Boardroom to the focus manual if you're feeling overwhelmed, because it's something that everyone in AI feels. So yeah, hope that helps, Jason. So thanks so much for watching. I've given you access to all the frameworks from today inside the AI Success Lab, link in the comments and description. This connects you with 42,700 people. As you can see, if you go to the classroom here and then you go to the AI SEO section, you can get all the video notes from today. And then additionally, you get all the links, you get the full guide on the framework, you get 100 prompts, all the limiting beliefs to break through, and then also a 30-day plan for really implementing that. So yeah, feel free to get that. Michelle and Jason, I hope that you're in the AI Profit Boardroom and that you've used the focus manual. If you haven't, check it out. If you can't find it, DM me. And then just turn off all your notifications. Don't check YouTube, don't check Twitter, don't check any other social media, and follow the plan inside the focus protocol. And then just check my weekly updates once a week and you're good to go. So thanks so much for watching. Appreciate it as always. And I'll see you on the next one. Cheers. And Inspire Michelle says, thanks. I'd wake up for your lives. I learned so much and don't feel stupid when I ask questions. Always happy to help. No, there's no stupid questions. Every question is good. It's one of those. When you're ready to come, we're ready for you. So feel free. So that's it. So one of my favorite ways to create SEO content and content in general is Notebook LM. One of the best things about this is it's a very powerful tool for generating content across multiple platforms. You can generate videos, podcasts that rank, you can create blog posts, etc. And it's all automated based on your unique sources, which creates unique content because it's generating content across multiple platforms. So you can see, for example, here, we can go into the report section and then we can type in blog post and that will generate the report. Now, one of the great things about generating content with Gemini, for example, and Notebook is that you can easily automate this content. And then also when you're doing this, it's powered by Gemini. But the difference is that it's a free tool to generate. And then you can, for example, like create videos like this. These are faceless animated videos animated by AI and they automate the content itself. So for example, this has taken my audio content. It's taken the sources that we've loaded in here and then created a full video on how to handle objections. Let's play this back now. So these are like videos that actually break down the sources you've loaded into Notebook LM. And then you can use that for SEO content, whether that's videos on YouTube that will rank, or for example, blog posts that will rank on your website. It could be social media posts that rank directly on Google. But the main thing here is that you can create content with Notebook LM, automate it, and then post it across multiple platforms, right? So for example, here, we've got this article and this video that's been posted. Now, the cool thing about this is if you have a look, for example, we've got this video on YouTube and this ranks for a target keyword. So you can see here, we've got the keyword directly on Google, and the number one ranking video is our article right here, right? Our video that we've automated with AI. If we actually go over to the video, this is fully AI generated video, just like you can do with NotebookLM, completely faceless. And it's got an AI generated voiceover that narrates it and then sends traffic to our funnels, right? So for example, if we play this back, so you can easily create these videos, automate them with NotebookLM. You can do that for free based on the keyword you want to rank for. And then you can post them on YouTube and they rank directly on Google, like you can see right here. The other cool thing is they actually rank directly inside YouTube. So when people search for them, they find your content. So for example, this particular video that we just automated in one click for our target keyword already got 356 views, right, on YouTube directly. Plus it sends traffic directly to our SEO Elite Circle page, which then upsells them in a funnel, right? Pretty powerful. And the crazy thing about this is not even a good AI video, right? The ones from NotebookLM directly are much better. This was just like an old faceless version that we created for fun, right? And the other cool thing is here, you can actually repurpose that content from NotebookLM, right? So for example, let's say you've got NotebookLM over here. You can then go and create a blog post. So you can see we've got a blog post here. You can target your keyword inside that blog post, post it to your website, as you can see we've done on this particular page. And then you funnel traffic and you get 2 slots for the same amount of work, both automated with NotebookLM. Now, of course, this all depends on the quality of the sources you load into NotebookLM, but you can see how easy it is to automate videos, to automate blog posts, to load in your own sources, and then create the content however you want. Now, if you actually go to the reports and then blog post section, before you actually create the content, make sure you include prompts on exactly how you want the content written. And that way, when you publish your content, when you create the blog post and you post it on your website, it's written in a way that you're happy with. Plus, you can actually embed the AI generated video that's faceless inside the article itself, as you can see. That will help your article rank, but it will also help your video rank. And so they both help each other. And then underneath the video, you can funnel traffic to your funnels and your sales pages and your landing pages, like you can see we have done right there, right? And so you've seen proof this method works. You've seen exactly how to do it for free with NotebookLM, and you've seen how we're ranking #1 here and also ranking second here. I'm also ranking directly with our website, juliangoldie.co.uk, and our LinkedIn post, as you can see here. So it's a really easy and powerful process. You can also see we've got another post here from LinkedIn that's ranking, and that's just another video ranking. It's pretty crazy, right? And so you can use this process to just rank multiple times on Google, dominate the first page, create quality content, and then publish and rank, right? For whatever keyword you want to target. Now, I would recommend that you go after easy keywords. So for example, SEO training Devon, pretty easy keyword. SEO training Honiton, great keyword as well, but it's so easy to rank for it. And also the cool thing about this is you can quality check it before you publish it, right? So you wouldn't just go straight from NotebookLM and publish it straight to your website. What you actually want to do instead is use a checklist. Let me find an SEO checklist for you here. There we go. All right. So you can use a checklist like this to just improve it step by step. I actually have a full video tutorial on Google, which breaks down the full SEO checklist, as you can see. And a lot of people like that checklist. So if you want to steal that checklist from me, you can. It's directly on YouTube. And you can also get a step-by-step breakdown of exactly how to implement this, right? And this just makes sure that your content is good before you actually publish it, right? It answers all the FAQs you would have about SEO too. So that is basically the Notebook and Gemini AI SEO process. Inside the video notes from today, inside the AI Success Lab, I've included resources. I've broken down the frameworks of the Goldie Content Intelligence System. And this is the step-by-step framework that I've shown you today for NotebookLM and Gemini. And this basically turns Google's free AI tools into your personal SEO team, so that NotebookLM becomes your research brain and is powered by Gemini. So Gemini becomes your content engine. And together they can create content that ranks, as you've seen today already. Now, some people will say AI content doesn't rank on Google. I've already shown you it does. As you can see right here, we're ranking with AI content here, and also there, and also there, right? So we're ranking 5 times with AI content. So the new empowering belief really is like AI content guided by real research dominates search results, right? Because we're dominating that search result, as you can see today. And so here's the truth, like Google doesn't hate AI content, it just hates bad content. So when you feed NotebookLM actual competitive pages and real ranking articles, it learns what works. And then Gemini creates content based on what's already winning, right? And it's not guessing. So it's basically reverse engineering the success. When I run an SEO agency with over 50 team members, we test this sort of stuff every single day across all our websites. And the content that ranks is the content that actually answers what people are searching for. Notebook finds the answer, Gemini writes it, and it's a very simple system that works, right? Other people will say you need to be an SEO expert to rank on Google. All you need, really, I've spoken at SEO conferences all over the world, Vietnam SEO Mastery, Chiang Mai SEO. I've seen every level of SEO knowledge. And the crazy thing about this is the people who win are not always the smartest. They are the ones with the best systems. So Notebook plus Gemini is that system. It does the keyword research for you. It does a competitor analysis for you. It can do the content restructuring for you, and you just follow the steps, all right? That's basically how the whole process works. What I've actually done is broken down this into a 30-day content intelligence plan with the research as the foundation for keywords and loading up Notebook with good sources. Then from there, we've got the content creation, and you've got prompts and homework for every single step of the process for the 30-day plan. And if you want to steal this stuff from me, you can get it all inside the AI Success Lab. But the main thing to note here is the old way was spending hours manually reading competitor articles. The new way is like you can upload 10 articles to Notebook LM and ask for a summary in 30 seconds. The old way was paying for expensive keyword research tools. The new way is you can use free Google tools plus Gemini for better insights. If you want to do some quick research for SEO, you can just type in the keyword that you want to rank for and then look at the different free auto suggestions that you get from Google. And this is Google's data telling you what people are searching for, right? The old way was like guessing what content format to use. The new way is Notebook LM analyzes search results and tell you exactly what format ranks. The old way was writing content and then researching. The new way is researching first and then writing content that matches what Google wants. This is basically the whole process, how it works, etc. You've got a 30-day plan. I've also included 100 prompts that you can use for Notebook LM and Gemini. So for example, the research prompts, the keyword research prompts, the content outline prompts, etc. It's all inside the video notes from today, which are completely free, all right? Along with an extra video tutorial on exactly how to do this stuff. So you can get this all inside the AI Success Lab, link in the comments and the description. And if you want to get a community with 43,300 members, plus all my best trainings on AI SEO, plus the framework, the 30-day plan, and all the prompts from today, you can get that inside the AI Success Lab, link in the comments in the description, or type in on ChatGPT, Julian Goldie, AI Success Lab. Now, if you want a free SEO strategy session that basically allows you to jump on a call with my team of experts, right? You can get a free SEO strategy session. We'll show you how we take websites from 0 to 145,000 visitors per month. We'll break down a free custom game plan that shows you how to rank, the secrets SEO link building, we'll answer any questions you have one-to-one. You learn the best strategies for your website, plus how to outrank your competitors with link building. You can get that all inside this free SEO strategy session, link in the comments and description. And if you just want to order SEO online, you can do that directly via our portal, and we'll just go off and do the work for you. We actually have a deal on right now. So if you type in December in the coupon code box here, and then you choose your package, like you see, you can save 30% if you sign up today. All right. Link in the comments and description. Appreciate you watching as always, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers. Bye-bye. Link building in 2026 is completely different from what. So, you don't need to send 1,000 cold emails to get ignored. You don't need to buy sketchy links to get penalties. You don't need to spend months waiting for results. As you can see today, I'm going to show you the exact backlink profile we built for juliangoldie.com that took us from 0 clicks, as you can see over here, to this trajectory where we now get 108 free clicks. And we also rank multiple times inside AI search engines and inside Google as well. I'm going to break down the whole process and framework for you. So you can learn the exact backlink profile we built for this website, how we're using AI to find link building opportunities in minutes instead of weeks, the new 2026 link building strategies that are working right now, how to build authority backlinks even if you're brand new, the backlink method that gets websites linking to you without cold outreach, live demonstrations, and my complete 30-day link building plan with AI automation every step, plus 100 prompts you can steal and use today. And I've used this system to help over 1,000 businesses rank number one on Google. My team of 50 people, my SEO agency, builds links like this every single day. So I'm going to show you everything and we'll get straight into it. So the strategy that we're going to be using today is called the Backlink Dominance Engine, right? And this is essentially a 30-day plan for ranking number one with strategic link building. So what link building actually is. So think of Google like a popularity contest. All right. So for example, if we have a look, we're ranking like this. If we actually go on Google and we just type in some random keywords, like for example, I don't know, like this, right? And you'll find us ranking inside the AI search engine here and here, as you can see, and also multiple times on the first page of Google, and also with our website down here and LinkedIn as well, right? So we're dominating that page for that keyword. And the way that you want to think about this is that Google is kind of like a popularity contest, all right? And every website is a person at a party. So backlinks equals other people pointing at you and saying that person is worth talking to. Okay. And the more respected people pointing at you, the more Google trusts you, the higher you rank. And it's as simple as that. So for example, if we look at juliangoldie.com, it's built hundreds of backlinks over time, as you can see. And if we take a look at this site, we break this down, we're going to run through like the newest backlinks and we'll go for do follow only. You can see here that we're generating backlinks all the time for this website, right? So I'll come back to how we do that in a minute, but each one acts like a vote of confidence until you get results like this. And when you look at the backlink profile, you'll see links from high authority news sites, industry relevant blogs, guest posts, digital PR placements, resource page links. And this is really what separates those that rank number one from sites stuck on page 5. Okay, so we're going to get straight into this, but before we get into it, some people are going to say link building is spammy and will get me penalized. The new empowering belief really is like strategic link building is how every major brand dominates Google. For example, let me show you an example right here. So here's what I learned living in Bangkok. So every morning I'd walk to the Muay Thai gym, and there's this old Thai trainer there. He's called Coach Jack, right? He's about 60 years old. He's still sharp. He's still teaching. And one day I asked him, like, how do you have so much energy? He actually smiled and said, I only do the techniques that work. I stopped doing everything else 4 years ago. And that kind of hit me hard because link building is the same. The spammy stuff, that's the flashy techniques that get people penalized. The strategic stuff, that's the fundamentals to win championships, right? Google doesn't penalize link building. Google penalizes bad link building. And every Fortune 500 company has a link building strategy. Every site ranking number one has backlinks. The question isn't whether to build backlinks. The question is whether to build the right. So if we take a look, for example, here, you can see that we're getting backlinks naturally from other relevant websites, right? If we filter down to one link per domain, for example, you can see us getting backlinks from articles like this, for example, right? Highly relevant articles. So this website is talking about AI. We talk a lot about AI on the website. They link to us, makes sense, right? And we get these backlinks naturally to our site. You can see a bunch of others right here that are repurposing blog posts, for example. We've got a link from this site to another site that we own, right? And we're generating these backlinks. As you can see, here's one about Perplexity, and then it links to our article about Perplexity. These are natural, relevant backlinks, and we're just attracting those backlinks through the content creation that we do. And some people think, I need thousands of backlinks to rank, but the new empowering belief really is like 10 perfect backlinks beats 1,000 garbage ones. I track every single minute of my time, right? The day, the task, the minutes worked. And why is that? It's because I learned that volume without quality is just noise. And it's the same with backlinks, right? JulianGoldie.com, it doesn't have the most backlinks in the SEO space, but we rank for competitive keywords. How is that? We focus on quality over quantity every single time. So one link from a DR70 site in your niche is like more powerful than like 500 random directory websites. One guest post on a real blog with real readers is like 1,000 spammy forums. In fact, that's going to do more harm than good. You just wouldn't want that at all. And so just stop chasing volume when it comes to link building and start chasing relevance instead. So this is basically what we're running through, and we have this 30-day backlink game plan that you can actually implement yourself inside the video notes from today. So it runs you through what to do every single day to get results like you can see right here, and how we've achieved these backlinks. And I've shown you the processes that we used, how we're getting these backlinks, etc. We're just creating a lot of content and then getting backlinks, reaching out to other websites and saying, hey, do you want to link to us too? So if you want the full 30-day plan to implement that, prompts that you can use to automate it with AI, you can get that inside the AI Success Lab. Link in the comments and description. All right. Now, let's run through this as well. The old way is like you would buy a bunch of backlinks from like random websites, submit to sketchy directories, waste hours on strategies that don't work. The new way with AI powered link building is like you can find perfect opportunities in minutes, outreach that actually gets responses, and then build relationships, not just transactions. So if you want to get the full 30-day roadmap for doing that, you can get that inside the free notes from today, link in the comments and description, inside the AI Success Lab. You can also get 100 link building prompts for backlink analysis, for example, outreach email prompts, guest post prompts, etc. And you can implement all of this for free using the video notes from today. I've also added a bonus training here on exactly how to use backlinks to rank number one based on what's working for us. And you can get this inside the AI Success Lab, which is completely free. Link in the comments description, and you can get the video notes inside the AI SEO section right here. All right. And that's how we get results like this and this. Now, If you haven't already, make sure you check out our Backlink portal. We actually have an SEO agency that can do SEO for you. So, if you like this stuff, but you don't have the time to implement it, you can hire us to help you, and you can pick a package here, choose which one you want, type in your coupon, which we have listed right here, and then you can go off and order online. All right. If you don't want to order online directly, then you can actually go and book in a free SEO strategy session. And on that call, we'll basically show you how we take websites from 0 to 145,000 visitors per month and generate a lot in sales. So feel free to book that in. That's a free custom game plan. Link in the comments description, and appreciate you watching. This new Claude AI SEO workflow is insane. So I'm going to show you a brand new way to rank with Claude AI SEO and get results like we're getting right here. You can see us ranking multiple times on the first page of Google. So for example, if we take this keyword, you can see us ranking here and here 4 times. And then also you can see us ranking directly with our website over here too, plus with all our shorts, right? So we rank about 8 times on the first page of Google. Using this method, we use Instagram, YouTube, we use our website, etc. And so I'm going to break down the whole process today and exactly how it gets us results. So I'm going to show you what I recommend as a strategy for ranking with Claude, and we're going to break this down step by step. Okay. Today, what you're going to learn is you're going to learn my strategy for ranking and automating a 30-day system to automate SEO with Claude AI. I'm going to show you the prompts that we use as well. And basically, this is a new way to automate your entire SEO strategy using Claude AI without hiring expensive SEO experts, without spending 8 hours doing keyword research, without manually writing blog posts, and without juggling 15 different SEO tools. And what we're going to cover today is some of the best ways to use Claude and turn it into your personal SEO specialist, the 30-day SEO automation system you can steal from me, and live demos where I build some of these automations from scratch. And this is not the same Claude you used last year. Claude can now browse the web. It can now connect across the web and access all sorts of things. It can now implement complete SEO workflows with one prompt. And today I'm giving you the exact framework I use at Goldie Agency with my team of 50 SEOs, the same system that helps us manage SEO for multiple clients, and it's all automated through Claude. Whether you're a solopreneur with zero SEO experience, or you've been doing this for years and want to 10x your output, this is the workflow that changes everything. Let's get straight into it. All right. So first step you're going to do is you're going to find some low competition keywords, and you can easily find keywords directly on Ahrefs, right? So for example, let's say I am an SEO agency, right? I type that into Ahrefs here, and you can see that it's too competitive to rank for this keyword. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to go to matching terms inside Ahrefs. We're going to filter this down to keyword difficulty 10 or less, and we're going to find a bunch of keywords that we can easily rank for. Don't take up as much energy or resources because it's lower competition, right? And so you can see, for example, here we've got stuff like technical SEO agency, pretty low competition, decent search volume. We could probably rank for that, right? If we take a look at this keyword, it is quite easy to rank for. And if we look at the first page of Google, you can see some websites are ranking with 0 backlinks or 1 backlink, 0 backlinks, right? Which means it's going to be much easier to rank for that, especially if we build backlinks. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to plug that keyword into Claude, and what we're going to do from here is we're going to take a prompt like you can see. This is literally the same workflow that my team uses. We're going to grab the prompt like you can see down here. We're going to copy this in a second, and then we'll plug it into Claude. And literally, it's so easy to do this. We're going to take that. So we're going to copy that keyword. We're going to plug it in the insert here section like that. Hit enter, and then from here we can start implementing this, right? And basically what that's going to do is start writing out the content for this particular article. And if you have a look, for example, the articles that we're ranking with, for example, like this one, that's literally what we do. We just take the transcript from our videos, we plug it through Claude, we use the same prompt that I've given you today, and then you go off and you start implementing, right? And so if you look through this page, what we're actually doing is not just ranking for that keyword, but also funneling traffic to our funnels that actually generate clients. And it's a pretty simple workflow to implement. You can see it's all fully automated and optimized, and then we rank for that keyword. Now, the other thing to note here is we don't just publish, we actually do quality control it before we publish. I don't recommend just sending it straight to your site. You want to be careful of that. And you see it's automating the content here. And the way that we're doing this is we're using this checklist, right? And basically we call this the Goldilocks zone, which is like a SEO quality control blueprint that you can still do, but it doesn't take too long. It only takes about 15 to 20 minutes per article. And so you find the keyword. How do you do that? Use Ahrefs. You automate the content. How do you do that? You just add in your keyword plus a prompt into Claude, right? And then from here, how do you quality control? Well, you follow this checklist step by step and you make sure you actually implement it. And that's basically how the process goes. So for example, just making sure like you format the text nicely, making sure that you ask yourself, does this demonstrate expertise, experience, authority, and trustworthiness, right? Does this make sure that your article matches the search intent of Google, what people are trying to find with that content? And that's how we quality control it before we publish it. And that's how we get results like this. And this is a beautiful trajectory, as you can see. Even just a couple of months ago, we were at like 18, 15 clicks a day. Now we're at 183, and the chart is going up like that. You can also do this across multiple platforms. For example, if we have a look at Reddit, you can see our subreddit right here. If we check out how many views we get on Reddit using similar sort of processes, you can see the chart going up quite nicely here as well. So if you want to steal this process from me, it's inside the AI Success Lab and the video notes from today. As you can see, this is a community that connects you with 43,000 members. And if you go to the classroom and then go to AI SEO, you can get all the video notes from today, like you can see. Now, the other thing I want to notice and just mention here is like SEO work is very repetitive, right? So keywords, content briefs, writing articles, technical audits, the same process over and over. And Claude can automate the 80% of this automatically. And I call it the Bangkok knockout SEO framework because just like in Muay Thai, it's about landing precise strikes that knock out your competition, not throwing like wild punches and hoping something lands. So let me show you how this framework works, right? So this is a framework overview, and there's 4 rounds. Round 1 is setup, right? So you're going to configure Claude as your SEO specialist. Round 2 is a research combo. So you're going to automate keyword research and competitor analysis. Round 3 is the content clinch. So you're going to generate SEO optimized content at scale. And then round 4 is that you can actually everything with NA10 automations. Now, if you want to see a 30-day plan for actually implementing that with day-by-day analysis plus the prompts you can plug in, you can get that from the AI Success Lab, link in the comments description. And then some people want to say, I need to know SEO to use AI for SEO. But the thing is, Claude knows SEO better than most SEO experts, to be honest with you. So think about it. Claude has read every SEO blog, guide, and case study ever published. It knows mods, it knows Ahrefs documentation, it knows Google's guidelines and patterns, right? And so you don't need to know what canonical tags are, for example. You just need to know how to ask Claude to fix them. And I run a 50-person SEO agency, and I can still ask Claude questions about technical SEO. And it's not because I'm lazy. It's because Claude has access to more SEO knowledge than any human on the planet. And your job isn't to know it. Your job is to ask the right questions and take action. Now, other people say AI content, it doesn't rank on Google. The new belief really here is like bad content doesn't rank on Google. AI and human editing ranks beautifully. And here's what people get wrong. They think Google has some AI detector that penalizes AI content. But Google doesn't care who wrote the content. Google cares if the content is helpful, accurate, well structured, better than competitors. So AI content that's just copied and pasted without using that checklist today is trash. But AI content that refines, personalizes, and is genuinely helpful, that's how you get rankings. And one of the ways that we do this is we take our video transcripts and then we plug them through Claude. So it has my expertise in there and it has my firsthand data. Content quality isn't generic fluff. It's like stuff that I've spent years testing, right? And the Bangkok knockout framework includes human review at every step. So Claude writes a draft, you add your expertise, examples, and personality, and that's really the winning formula, right? People say SEO takes too long to see results. But honestly, the new belief here is that SEO at scale with AI shows 10 times faster, right? So for example, here, if you go back to Google, I'll show you some examples of how this works, right? So if we have a look here, you can see for this keyword, we created this video 1 day ago. It's already ranking number 2 on Google, right? It's already ranking 2 videos right there, ranking 2 and 3 for that keyword. If we have a look here as well, we've got this article ranking, we've got shorts ranking, etc. Right? And so you can rank very quickly inside AI and also inside Google. Let me check another one here. So for example, if we take a look at this keyword and we have a look at the AI overviews, guess who shows up number 1 in the AI overviews? Me. Guess who shows up number 2 in the AI overviews? Me. Guess who shows up number 3? That's me, right? And you can see how we're ranking using this framework. And just to break that belief that SEO, it can rank very quickly. Morgan says, lol, just learned what canonical tags were yesterday. Welcome to the club. And then you can see here is the process. So the old way was writing 1 article a week, waiting 6 months, hoping that it ranks, right? The new way is you publish 10 articles a week, you test constantly, you find the winners fast. And when you automate the boring bits, you can 10x your output. So more content equals more data, equals faster learning, equals faster results, right? And this really just saves a lot of time as well. So you get the same output, actually more, but it costs a fraction of the hours. And that's not SEO being slow, that's SEO being smart, right? And that's how you get results with this. So if you want to get the 30-day plan from today, you can get that inside the AI Success Lab. Link in the comments and description. This connects you with 43,000 website owners interested interested in AI, if you go to the classroom section here and then scroll down to AI SEO, you can get the video notes from today, and you can see that we've actually added another video tutorial showing you how to do this stuff, plus all the video notes from today, the framework, how to implement it, the 30-day implementation plan. And on top of that, what I've actually done is I've added 100 SEO prompts for Claude, for example, for keyword research, for content creation, for technical SEO prompts, for content optimization, etc. Right? So if you want to see this stuff, you can get it from me. And just to recap here and show you the process and what we've learned, I've shown you proof that this actually works. I've shown you the framework and how to implement it. I've shown you the charts and my Google Search Console data, which is honestly what 99% of SEOs won't show you. And then also I've given you the framework here, plus 100 prompts you can steal from me. And this is all right. Now, if you want to order SEO services online, maybe you like this stuff, but you don't have the time or all the resources to do it yourself, you can just order directly online via our Backlink portal. And you can go to this page here and actually order directly. You just order the package you want, right? Also, if you prefer to jump on a call first before ordering, then you can go to this section, link in the comments description. You can order a free SEO strategy session. We'll show you how we take websites from 0 to 145,000 visitors per month. And on this free link building acceleration session, we're going to give you a free SEO domination plan. You'll discover the secrets of SEO link building. We'll answer any questions that you have, and you'll see exactly how to rank your website one-to-one on a call. All right. Dilly says, impressive. Thanks so much for being on. Morgan, appreciate you commenting as well. And I'll see you on the next one, peeps. Thanks so much. Cheers. Bye-bye. Minimax AI dropped new features that are changing how people create content that ranks on Google and gets found by AI search engines. And here's what's wild. While most people still write boring blog posts that nobody reads, right now there's a way to create AI-powered videos, voices, and content that Google, YouTube, Perplexity, and Claude all recommended to their users. And most people have no clue this exists. So what I'm going to show you today is a 30 plan to really get results with Minimax and its AI agent Minimax 2.1. And I'll show you how to build a content machine, even if you've never touched video editing software, even if you hate being on camera, even if you have zero technical skills. We're going to build some really cool stuff today using this. So for example, what you can see inside the Minimax platform right here is that you can go to agent.minimax and you can actually start using this for AI SEO. So for example, here, if we actually have a look at this page, what we've built is a landing page. You can build websites out using Minimax that actually work as kind of like a lead generation form, right? So if you have an agency, then you can create a landing page that's beautifully designed on a subdomain, and then you can host it on a custom domain later if you want to. People have to enter their email address to get this audit, and then once they do, they get the lead magnet to them. Now, you can also use this for creating content, right? So for example, if we actually go into a new chat here, this is the exact same strategy that we use, for example, for this website. So I'll just take that strategy and I'll show you how to do this inside Minimax. What we're going to do here, for example, is we are going to take an example prompt and we'll go into Minimax and then we'll put, okay, here's our keyword equals, and then we'll just put an example. So maybe like SEO training London, just as a random example. If you're ever struggling for keywords, by the way, you can just go into Google and check out the complete. So you can put, for example, SEO training and then type in whatever place you want to rank in. For example, if I was in the SEO training niche. So let's take the SEO training free option. As you can see, we're going to plug that in over here. And then from here, we'll start generating the content using one of my prompts from the AI Profit Boardroom. If you're not checked out the AI Profit Boardroom, just go to the classroom here. And then inside this section, if you go to the playbook, and then you're going to go down to video to blog posts, you can actually grab the prompt that I use for generating content, right? So we can take this in. So we'll copy this prompt, go back to Minimax, plug in the prompt. Like I'm just going to say, create an article using the prompt below, right? And we'll hit run on that. And then that can start generating a blog post for us, right? So that's one of the ways you can automate content. Again, this is what we've used for this website. So I'm only showing you stuff that actually works for me. That's the way I like to do things. And if you go to the blog here, you can see some examples of content that we've automated with AI. We actually use Claude mostly for this content, but you could use Minimax in the same way, right? So I've shown you some different methods that you can use for doing this. Here's another example. So you can actually create, for example, like avatars, like you can see here, create images and then rank them directly on Google as well. So for example, if we go into Google here and we'll type in an example keyword, then we're going to go to images. If you look at some of the keywords that are ranking, for example, like this image right here, this is actually from Reddit subreddit, right? And so it's taking the thumbnail and the image that we've ranked for this keyword and plugging it into Google, right? Now, how do you automate the images themselves to rank on Google? You can go back into Minimax and you can create images pretty quickly and easily, like you see right here, right? Pretty simple. Ernesto says, hi, nice to see you sharing again. Always great to see you here, Ernesto. And you can see some other examples. Here's another example of an image that we posted on Reddit via a video, and then that image ranks directly inside Google, right? And again, like I only want to show you stuff that's working for me. Take it as you will. Use what you like and ignore what you don't like. But that's basically how it works. So I've shown you 3 different ways you can use Minimax 2.1 for AI SEO. So number 1 would be actually creating blog posts like you see right here. Number 2 would be generating images. Number 3, I've shown you the example email landing page that you can build out as well. And then here's another example of a finalized blog that we've created here, right? And then you can just copy, paste, and edit that before you post directly. The other thing I would say here is you always want to make sure that you actually proofread and approve the content before you publish it. I have this full SEO checklist that me and my team run through when we're posting content for clients, just to make sure like the content is optimized in the right way, that we're not doing anything crazy here. Because the thing about creating content with AI is it can be bad if you don't proofread it, if you don't check it, if you don't run through a manual checklist before you publish. And so you can easily give something like this to your team, and then your team can go off and start creating the content and everything else, right? But yeah, that's basically it. Now, I call this the Minimax momentum method, and this is basically a personal framework for using Minimax to dominate search engines and get more leads, traffic, and customers on autopilot, right? So when we're doing this, for example, if we have a look here, some people will say, let's have a look here, SEO is just about written content and backlinks. Actually, I wouldn't say that necessarily. Minimax can actually create videos and you can rank those on Google too, right? So for example, if we go into Google here, we type in, I don't know, something like this, right? Something like that, yeah? And you can see us ranking on the first page of Google, but we're not ranking with our website for this particular keyword. So if we look at this keyword as a case study, you can see us ranking 3 times with our videos, not with our articles. And then our articles probably do rank further down the page if we have a look here, but the actual video itself ranks way higher, right? And the other cool thing about that is you get the traffic not just from Google, but also from YouTube. So if we type in the same thing into YouTube, you can see us ranking right at the top for that keyword right here. The other cool thing is as well, like you can rank inside AI search engines with video very easily, and it'll rank very quickly as well. So for example, if we go inside Perplexity and we type in the same keyword and we're looking for stuff here, we'll look at where it sources information. So we'll review the top sources, and you can see here, it actually sources 2 of our YouTube videos, right? So this is my YouTube channel here. And then if we go over here, you see another YouTube channel down here as well, right? And so you can create videos that rank directly inside Perplexity, inside Google, inside the search engines, and then you're good to go. And that's multiple ways you can use Google for AI SEO with Minimax. So if you wanted to create a video that you can generate with Minimax, you can just go into Minimax here, and then you can click on videos, and then you would type in the video that you want, right? So for example, you can see some examples of what people have created right here. Usually these videos are pretty short, right? And the way that I would get around that is you actually ask Minimax to stitch them all together, right? So for example, if you create like 10 5-second clips and then you stitch them all together, that makes a minute-long video, right? If you want an even easier way to create longer form faceless videos with AI, you can go to something like Notebook LM. That is a free tool. Got loads of training on YouTube about it if you want to learn this stuff for free. And then once you've plugged in your sources about what you want to write about or create videos about over here, you can go to Video Overview and generate a free video inside Notebook as well. And that's another way to start using Minimax or AI SEO to start ranking. All right. This is basically some of the best stuff that you can use to really start generating. Mohammed says, is it free? Is Minimax free? I'm going to show you some examples of how you can use this for free. All right. So number 1, you can use agent.max for free, but it's very limited on credits. I wouldn't actually recommend it. If you want to use Minimax for free, one of the easiest ways you can do this is you can go over to Olama. You're going to download Olama, right? So download that and you can host it locally. And then what you can do over here is if you go to models, right, and you type in Minimax 2.1, you actually get a free version of Minimax 2.1 that you can run locally inside Olama. And that's the best way to get free access to Minimax, right? It actually runs from the cloud, which means there are limits, but I've never hit the limits. I don't know anyone who has. And so I don't think that's going to be an issue at all. And that's basically how to use Minimax 2.1 to start generating AI content. What I've actually done is inside the video notes today, I've walked you through all the limiting beliefs that could be holding you back. I've included a 30-day framework for implementing this, a 30-day Minimax momentum plan. So you can see right here, we've listed 100 prompts that you can use Minimax AI SEO for. So if you're struggling for inspiration and you need some help with, for example, like keyword research, or you need, for example, script writing prompts or whatever it is, you can get over 100 Minimax momentum prompts inside the AI Success Lab, completely free. Link in the comments description. Just go here. It connects you with 43,600 people. If you go to the classroom, and then from here, you're going to go to AI SEO. We have a full free course on AI SEO. You get a video tutorial plus all our best resources for doing this, right? Now, you can see here a list of all our prompts and that sort of thing. And you can see our traffic over here as well. All right, nice. So that's basically how it works. And then if you want to get a free SEO strategy session, jump on a call with us, with me and my team, then you can go book in a free call. Link in the comments description, or just go to juliangoldie.com and you'll find a link to book in a free SEO strategy session. On that call, one-to-one, we'll jump on a call with you. We'll give you a free SEO domination plan. You'll discover the secrets of SEO link building, or answer any questions you have. You'll learn the best link building strategy for your website and get everything you need to really learn how to rank with Google and AI search engines. If you don't want to wait for a call, but you want to hire us to do this stuff for you, then you can actually go to our Backlink portal, link in the comments description. And if you just go inside here, pick the package that you want, put in the coupon code, you will save 30% when you order today. And then you can order here directly on the website, and then just check out and order directly on the website for SEO services. All right. The Mr. Everywhere method for SEO. One video becomes 50 pieces of content across every platform your customers are searching: Google, YouTube, Perplexity, ChatGPT, Claude, Reddit, TikTok, LinkedIn, Instagram, all from a single recording session. And here's the thing that most people don't realize. AI search engines like Perplexity and ChatGPT are now recommending YouTube videos as their primary sources, and the game has completely changed when it comes to AI SEO. So I'm just going to break down what me, and if you have any questions as you go along, feel free to ask. You can see, for example, here, this is our website that we're doing this with, and you can also have a look, for example, our YouTube channel here, where we are generating live streams and videos that rank on Google, and also repurpose that recording session into many other pieces of content. So I'm going to break down the whole strategy today, show you how it works, show you what we're doing, etc. And I'll take some random examples and just break down how this works, all right? So, for example, if we have a look at this particular keyword, you can see it's ranking up here, you can see it's ranking down here, you can see it's ranking over here, you can see it's ranking inside AO views, right? And this is with one single piece of content that we record, and then we turn it into many other pieces of content, right? And you can see this is a video that's ranking number one for that keyword. Now, this is actually on a smaller YouTube channel of mine, so don't feel like you need to have a massive following to do this. You can also see our blog post here that's ranking for that keyword inside AI overviews. If you go down the first page of Google, you can see like we've got 1, 2, 3 different videos ranking for that keyword. And this is quite a simple system. You can see also we've got juliangoldie.com, and we have a LinkedIn post even ranking for that keyword as well. So if we pull up this LinkedIn post, for example, all it is literally a video with a breakdown of our caption, as you can see. And so we're publishing this content across many different channels. So I'm just going to log into LinkedIn, and I'll show you how this works on LinkedIn, for example, to break this down for you. All right. So for example, on LinkedIn, we'll create a lot of posts in many different ways, chop up our existing videos, and then plug that into content that ranks on Google, like you can see LinkedIn video that I just showed you a second ago. If we take some more videos from our channel, I can either pull up like smaller channels to show you an example of how this works. And so if we go to Julian Goldie Agency on YouTube, let's go to this channel, right? So this is another channel of mine where we're doing the same sort of thing. If we type in, for example, GLM 4.7, you can see our video is ranking here and also here, right? So as you scroll down the results, like there's a lot of big websites competing. You've got Hugging Face, you've got Medium, you've got Open Roost. The videos are ranking really well at the top. And so our process really for this is to basically create one piece of content, right? So you really just master one recording, and then you unbundle everything and extract all the possible content pieces. I'll show you another example of how to do this. So if we go into Twitter, for example, we'll actually take the content and then we'll plug it into a tweet but also an article, right? So if you have a look at our articles, they're all based on one single video. We even use the image itself on Twitter articles as the thumbnail, and then you've got the video embedded here, right? So we create one tweet, and then we create one article, and then that funnels traffic to our funnels as well, right? So if we have a look at this particular page, you can see that it's funneling traffic to our main sources as well as my profile. So it's quite a simple system. Urban Fusion says, good evening, good to see you. And we'll just get straight into how we do this, what we're doing, what the process is, what the strategy is, etc. So one thing that I noticed, and this sort of happened to me a couple of years ago by mistake, was I was creating a lot of AI and SEO related public case studies, right? And one of the problems was my website, I'll actually show you an example here. If you go back to juliangoldie.com, Google actually de-indexed my website probably about a year and a half ago now. And they did that because I was showing these public case studies. And I don't blame them, happened to a bunch of influencers. But basically, we've got a website taken down, right? We've got a de-index from Google. You can see, for example, if we actually go back and we look at the last sort of 16 months, look at that, 3000, our website literally got de-indexed from Google, right? And now we've made a comeback. We've made an insane comeback, to be fair. And you can see a nice trajectory. But what I realized from this whole process was that you can't just rely on one channel, because if you have one website or you have one platform for getting traffic and that gets clapped, then it's GG, it's game over. And so what you want to do is just create many pieces of content that are still high quality across many different platforms. And then not only do you get more opportunities to rank, but you can also rank inside reviews, you can rank inside Perplexity as well, you can rank inside chat, all sorts of places, right? So for example, if we plug in the same keyword into, for example, here, we'll plug in something like that. This tends to use a very similar process to Google, right? So you can see, for example, here, it's pulling in YouTube videos for that keyword. It's pulling in Reddit threads and all sorts of things. And so when you're doing this, for example, you can literally make sure that you're ranking inside Google, but also inside many other AI search engines. So that's the process, right? And so we'll chop it up, we'll put it on LinkedIn, we'll put it on our newsletters on LinkedIn as well. So not just a single post, but also a newsletter. So you can see, for example, here, these newsletters, like we have the AI Automation Insider, and these get published on Google and indexed on Google as well. And then we also have these sort of posts where we funnel traffic, just like X. In fact, it's very similar to X. We embed the video, we have the links to our funnels here. And also the cool thing about this is you don't just get traffic directly from Google, you don't just get traffic directly from Twitter, but you also get the platform traffic as well, right? So for example, anyone on LinkedIn sees our public posts, that drives traffic and interest to our funnels as well. So this is one of the best strategies that I've seen in 2026 that's working to get a lot of traffic across many different platforms. For example, we'll take exactly the same caption, the exact same title, for example, post that on Facebook, and even on Facebook, we get a lot of reach. So for example, if I switch back to my business profile here, right, and we go to my profile, number one, live streams pop up pretty quickly. We've got our Facebook ads running as well. And then if we go to my profile here and we go to professional dashboard, I'll show you some of the reach that we get from doing this on Facebook as well. So once this loads, there we go. All right, so you can see, for example, here, 3rd of January, 197,000 views. 28th of December, 231,000 views, right? And all we're doing is chopping up our videos and then plugging them into Facebook, and that will rank on Google, but also rank inside the platform as well. And we're not really changing anything about the content itself. If you go to my Facebook profile here, there we go, you can see, for example, if we keep scrolling down here, you can see that we're literally just uploading the videos directly to Facebook, as you can see, right? And so you can generate quite a lot of reach using this method as well. And then, for example, if we have a look at this one, you can see here, 4 likes, that will gradually reach out to more people. This one as well, 1 comment, 2 shares, Ernesto commented on the video. So you can reach a lot of people with your actual social media posts. And then you rank on Google, but you also rank inside the actual platform itself. So if you go back to the process here, Inspired Michelle says, good morning from Vancouver. Good to see you again. Michelle, welcome. So here's the full multiplication framework, right? I call it the Julian Goldie content multiplication system. So number 1, you're going to master recording. Then you're going to unbundle everything, right? Then you're going to leverage AI to automate the repurposing with Claude. So for example, if we actually go on to Claude here, if I'm posting on X or if my team are posting on X, what they're actually going to do, like you'll see here, is they're going to plug in the video transcript, plug that into here, and we can create like 5 different posts from the same video transcript and then post those onto X as well, or onto YouTube or on LinkedIn and stuff like that. So for example, here, you'll see that on our profile, we're basically taking the content, just adding that caption from Claude, and then that goes off and reaches a lot of people. So it's a pretty powerful way to repurpose your content and plug it in across everywhere. And again, you can use Claude to help you do this. I would recommend targeting many different platforms. So for example, we'll post across I think at this point we keep expanding out. We've reached 49 different platforms that we post on in terms of different profiles and different social media. You don't have to go as crazy as that. You could just post 2 or 3 platforms at first. But the main thing is that you're multiplying one single video. The reason that I like video as well is it's taking first-hand information, right? I only talk about what I'm actually doing. And so the cool thing about that is it makes my content completely unique from all the other generic fluff that's being published with AI out there, right? And so if I talk, for example, about my website here, that's unique first-hand case study data that goes into the transcript that then goes into the Claude post that we create. And so you're not creating generic fluff, you're actually creating something that's actually very interesting and valuable because it's unique from everyone else's. From there, you're going to iterate fast. So you're going to post daily and learn weekly. So for example, for us, we'll look at our analytics and we'll see, okay, what's working? Okay, let's double down on that. Let's keep improving, right? We'll look at the posts and figure out, okay, what can we improve in the actual content itself? And then we'll also create permanent assets, right? Build SEO optimized articles that actually get traffic over time consistently. So for example, if we go to our blog here, we'll create these articles and they might not rank straight away. The cool thing about that is they might rank in 3 months or 6 months. And once they're ranking, they generate traffic for a long time, right? So for example, we type in Claude AI SEO to Google. Let's see what we've got here. So you can see my video ranking here and here, right? So 3 times on the first page of Google, and eventually our other assets will rank as well. But already we're ranking 3 times on the first page of Google with one single piece of content that my team could repurpose. And you just keep iterating, improving it. And then you're going to link stuff together. So for example, if we have a look at our X articles, we go to X here, we link inside our profile, and then we also link inside our articles to the pages that we want to send traffic to, right? As you can see. So inside each piece of content, after the tweet itself, we're linking back to our portal. And then also if we go back here, you can see that we're linking inside the article to our portal as well, right? And so you can repurpose and link back to everything here. And then you're just going to let the system snowball because this compounds over time, right? So for example, if we log into Reddit account, for example, you can see that we're reaching 75,000 people per month. Now that has compounded a lot over time. So you can see the growth over time. It's pretty crazy. In month 1, we were reaching 1,700 people, month 2, 6,000 people. And this is yielding the compound results of just creating SEO content consistently over time. And so that is the Julian Goldie content multiplication system. And some people say I need to create unique content for every platform. Really, one great video contains 50 pieces of content waiting to be extracted, right? Even a video contains 10 different short clips, 5 different LinkedIn posts, 3 Twitter threads, 1 full blog post, 15 quote graphics, 1 podcast, multiple Reddit answers or multiple threads, right? And so, you're not creating more content, you're extracting what's already there. You can use something like Descript as well to transcribe everything automatically, and Claude turns that transcript into whatever format you need. So, you're just using 2 tools to repurpose the content, and then you get unlimited output. Let me show you an example. So if we go over to Descript here, we'll log in. All right, so if we pull up our Descript profile, this is like a video editing software, so you can just plug in that one single video that you make. Michelle says, would you use Opus Clips? I would recommend using Opus Clips. Is pretty good. I heard it's got a lot better actually recently. So I only talk about stuff that I personally use. I'm not using Opus Clips, to be honest. We're using Descript, and I'll show you how we do it. So if we open up this project here, it might take a couple of minutes. Basically, you can use the AI editor inside Descript, and then that can go off and edit your blogs for you. Inspired Michelle says, Julian, my direct business has a personal domain that's run to GHL. We run traffic to a free course funnel, but the core website is the same for everyone. Is there a way to recommend higher? Yeah. So, if you check out my other videos on SEO, we actually have a dedicated YouTube channel for SEO, as you can see right here. And basically, I actually break down in this AI SEO 2026 masterclass what we're doing in terms of how we rank, right? And it basically comes down to 3 things, which is keywords, content, links, and then just repurposing your content across multiple platforms. That's what I'm finding works really right now. And then if you want to edit your videos, or you want to, for example, turn it into a social media post, you can just click this button over here, and it'll actually automatically edit it for you. And you can type in, for example, create a short clip of this, or create a highlight reel of this. And it'll actually edit the video automatically, create a version that you can post across multiple platforms. Some people say repurposed content doesn't perform as well as native content. Let me show you some examples of this. So if we actually go over to my social media posts, actually test this daily, right? And so if we have a look at some of my social media posts here, as you can see, we'll scroll down. You can see, for example, this is a repurposed clip. We just used Claude to generate the caption, and that reached 50,000 people with one single video, right? Pretty crazy. You see here, it's got 1,000 bookmarks, 76 retweets, 653 hearts and favorites, lots of people replying to it. And literally all we did was just plug the transcript through Claude, like I showed you a second ago, and then post the video to X. So it works really well. And Inspired Michelle says, okay, I'm following Julian Goldie method log. Thanks to the script, I have no clue how to use it. There you go. Yeah, so that works really well. And I'm testing this daily, and the more we do it, the better we get at this, right? So at first, you can see all the reds here, like our content was just not performing at all. And then we gradually just kept testing and testing to the point where we'll post one thing out, it gets 50,000 views, and we're just improving and iterating on that Claude process. So definitely works, and it improves. The more you do this, the better you get, the more reach you get. And again, like we post this on X and all our profiles, right? Some people say repurposed content doesn't perform as well as native content. Repurposed content optimized for each platform outperforms most native content, because here's what most people get wrong. Like they take a YouTube video, just slap it on with no changes. Now, of course, that wouldn't work. The misget everywhere method we're talking about here, you take the same core message, but you optimize the format, length, the hook, and the style for each platform's algorithm. So it's the same insight, but it's different packaging for each platform. For me, I pretty much eat like the same meals every day and the same macros, the same nutritional value. Sometimes it's steak, sometimes it's chicken, sometimes it's eggs, but it's the same fuel, right? Different presentation. So when you optimize repurposed content properly, it often performs better than native content because you're using proven messages that already resonate with your audience on other platforms. And Claude can handle all the rewriting, and you just give it a transcript and tell it which platform you target. And that's basically how it works. Now, if you want a 30-day plan for implementing this, then I've actually given you a 30-day implementation plan, like you see right here. It guides you through what to do each day, the prompts, the homework, etc. And you can just implement this for your business, like you can see. And also, what I've also done is added 100 prompts for this method, right? So whether it's video planning prompts, you can use these, or for example, Gemini, whatever you want. And you've got these clip extraction prompts as well. And it basically, we have prompts for every single part of the process. So that's inside the AI Success Lab, which is completely free. Link in the comments description, or just ask ChatGPT for the link for Julian Goldie's AI Success Lab link. And then you can see that we have a full class on AI SEO. So if you want to learn this stuff and implement it, you can get all of these different tutorials on AI SEO inside the AI Success Lab, including the method that I'm talking about today and the full framework. Isaac from Addis, good to see you here as well. And so that's basically it. That's the whole process. I've shown you proof of works, I've shown you how to do it, I've shown you how to repurpose the content, I've shown you multiple instances of our content ranking, plus giving you a 30-day implementation plan to really use this yourself, right? Now, if you want a free SEO strategy session that looks at your website and gives you some ideas of how you can rank your website, you can get that link in the comments in the description, and you can just book in a call or just get it at juliangoldie.com if you're watching on a different platform. And if you actually just want to get us to do SEO for you and you want to order online, you can actually order directly on the website, as you can see right here. Just go into the client portal and then pick whichever package you want. And if you type in the coupon code December and apply that, you can actually get a 30% discount when you order now, and we'll just go off and implement everything for you. So feel free to get that link in the comments and the description. SEO is the new way to rank #1 in AI search engines. Not Google, not Bing, AI search engines like ChatGPT, Perplexity, Claude, and AI overviews. And the ones everyone is now using instead of Google. And here's the crazy part. No one is talking about this yet. Over the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how I use YouTube videos to rank inside AI search results. You can see an example here. We're ranking on the first page of Google 1, 2, 3 times on Google for that particular keyword, and you can see how easy it is to really pull your videos in and get results of this. And the powerful thing about videos is they can rank inside Google, but they can also rank inside AI overviews. So for example, if we type in notebook LM update here, it pulls in an AI overview, and who does it link to? It links to Google, and it also links to my videos as well. So videos are really powerful for ranking with SEO. You can also see me ranking once there as well, and then also on the first page of Google as well, right? And so this is a powerful way to start getting ranking really quickly, okay? And what I'm going to show you today is basically how you can do this without being on camera, without spending thousands on video production, without needing any technical skills. And I'll show you how to automate AI avatar videos that actually rank, videos that show up when someone asks ChatGPT or Perplexity a question about your niche. And think about this for a second, right? Billions of searches are happening every single day, right, on AI platforms, right? And your video could be the one that gets recommended, not because you paid for ads, not because you got lucky with the algorithm, but because you understood how AI search engines actually find and recommend content. So I'm going to walk you through my exact system, the free tools, the prompts, the 30-day to get your first videos ranking in AI search. And you will see everything live on screen, just the actual process I use, so that by the end of this, you have a complete framework that you can copy and steal from me. And whether you run a service business, sell products, you have an agency, or you just want more eyeballs on your content, this works even if you've never made a video before. Let's get straight into it. So the method that we're actually going to be using today is something called the Video AI Domination Framework, okay? And one thing to note here is like AI search engines, they don't work like Google, right? They don't just look at keywords and backlinks. They understand context, relevance, authority in a completely different way. So when someone asks Chat a question, it pulls from sources it trusts. Now, YouTube is one of those sources. Perplexity actively searches YouTube for answers. Let me show you an example of this. So we go into Perplexity here and we'll put like Notebook AI update, something like that. What you can see here is that it actually sources updates from YouTube, right? So if we look at the reviewed sources here, you can see that it's pulled in 3 different videos from YouTube inside Perplexity, right? So if we have a look here, you've got this video, and this is a video from Julian Goldie SEO, as you can see. So that's my channel right there. If we go over to this video, you can also see that's another video from us as well, ranking inside Perplexity, right? And so we're ranking on Google, and we're also ranking inside Perplexity using this method. And Claude references video contents in its responses too. So this is a massive shift. The game has changed and most people haven't caught on yet. Now, why does video crush text AI search? AI systems love video content for 3 reasons. Number one, video has multiple signals. You know, it's got audio, visual, transcripts, engagement metrics. There's more data points for AI to understand your content. Second, video builds trust faster. So AI systems recognize that video creators put more effort in, and that signals authority. Number 3, video gets cited more. So when AI needs to recommend a source, video feels more complete than a blog post. And bear in mind, AI can generate a blog post at any time. It doesn't really need to reference blog posts, but it doesn't create long videos with interesting case studies, right? One of the things people are going to say is, I need expensive equipment to make good videos, but actually AI avatar videos create professional videos for free. You can actually go onto something like Notebook Lem, and you can generate videos for free using this method and then rank them on Google, which then in turn ranks inside AI search engines and other places, right? So for example, if we have a look here, we've got the video on the right-hand side. This was actually from a video I generated earlier today. This is actually AI narrated, and it's a full long video, like 6 minutes, 26 seconds. And you can see this runs people through the topic that we're trying to rank for, right? So how to watch football like a scout. And so it creates the design, it narrates a video, it generates everything, and all we need to do is pull in the sources that we want to reference. And then we can easily download this, as you can see, and we're good to go. You could upload that to YouTube. The other method that you can see is that on our YouTube channel, for example, if we check out this YouTube channel, we quite often use AI avatar videos inside our content, right? Now, how do you do that? We actually have a full method inside the AI Profit Boardroom that shows you exactly how to do this in the AI avatar video section. If you go to the classroom here, inside the AI Profit Boardroom, link in the comments description, go to the playbook, and then scroll down to the AI avatar video section, and you can find the SEO right there. Okay, so if you want to learn our process for doing this, you can check it out inside the AI Profit Boardroom. But it's quite easy to automate videos. Again, you can do it for free with Notebook Lem. I've already shown you how to do that. And so you can create professional videos for free. So it's a really powerful way. Now, some people say YouTube is too competitive to start right now. AI search is a new platform with almost zero competition. When I started out in SEO, everyone said Google was too competitive. Too many websites, too many established players. I ignored them, built an agency, helped my mom retire, and now I reach over 100 million people per year across all platforms, right? So the lesson is competition is not your problem. Timing is your opportunity. AI search is where YouTube was 10 years ago. It's wide open, right? And waiting for someone to claim the space. And that someone could be you. Also, some people will say like video SEO takes months to see results, but the new belief really is that AI search can surface your content within days, right? So if we go back here and we look at this content, guess what's ranking number one for this particular keyword? Well, it's my video right here. When was the video created? 4 hours ago, as you can see right there. And so this content ranks very quickly indeed. And that was within 4 hours. So traditional SEO is very slow, right? And I know this better than anyone. I run an SEO agency. We tell clients to expect 90 days minimum. But AI search is a different game. Perplexity updates in real time. ChatGPT pulls in from recent sources, and your video could get cited within days of publishing. And this is why I block like 100 minutes plus per day, every day, to focus on the biggest constraint in my business. And right now, that constraint for most people is not being visible in AI search. Other people say I need thousands of subscribers, but AI search cares about content quality, not subscriber counts. I have 300,000 plus subscribers on YouTube, and here's what I noticed is like some of my newer videos with fewer views actually get cited by AI more than my viral ones, right? And why is that? It's because AI looks at relevance and quality, not vanity metrics. So, a video with 500 views that perfectly answers a specific question will beat a video with 500,000 views that's too broad. And this is great news for you because you can compete from day one. So let's talk about a 90-day framework in terms of how you can implement this. You want to start finding questions that people are looking for. I actually got a prompt to automate that. The other thing you can do is you can go into Google and you can just look through the auto suggest and see what people are searching around your niche, right? So if I'm in the AI niche and I'm trying to create content around Notebook LM, it'll be very easy to find like all these different updates around it, right? And that's how you do the keyword research. What you can do is you can go to ChatGPT, you can plug in a keyword here, and then you can go from there. Wilty says, what can the AI Money Lab help me do until I'm ready for the AI Profit Lab? Yeah, so that like inside the AI Success Lab, right? If you go here, what you're going to find is like number one, you get a community of 42,000 people that you just connect with instantly. So you can post in the community, ask for help and support. You also get access to our free AI automation masterclasses, like you see on pretty much every single AI technology out there. This section, we update it daily with the new updates. So everything you need to know about AI is inside this section. We have a full section on what you can see here, right? So how to make money with AI. And then also inside the classroom, you can see that we have a full section on AI SEO as well. So everything you need to succeed with AI is inside this community and it's completely free. Link in the comments and description. So if we go back to ChatGPT, now we can say act as a market researcher, put your niche in there. So we're going to put in, for example, like SEO, and then we can start publishing this and just getting some keywords, right? Wilty says, looks like great content. Thanks so much. And then you can see it finds a bunch of keywords that you could potentially rank for. They're super specific. I would almost say they're too long tail, but if you want to start somewhere, you can start there, right? And then if you want to generate the videos, well, you can use HeyGen or you can use Notebook LM for ranking, and you just make sure on the content itself, for example, if we have a look at Julian Goldie agency, that you include the keywords inside the content, right? So you can see here, keyword right there, right? Front loaded inside the title, keyword right there. Boom, here we go, right? If we actually type that keyword on Google, let's have a look here. So how to do this, we'll see whether it ranks. And let's see what we got here. Yeah, you can see that my LinkedIn article is ranking for that keyword on the first page of Google, along with that page as well, right? And bear in mind, these pages are created from the video content itself. So if we have a look at this page, you can see our video is embedded on the page. So it's pretty easy to create the content and then just rank it either with your blog or with your video as well. The cool thing is like you can create blogs from the videos and then rank those as well. So that's basically it. That is the whole process of doing this, how to implement it. I've talked about the 30-day framework and the old way versus the new way. The old way was like spend thousands of camera equipment and lighting. The new way is you can use free AI avatar videos to create professional videos instantly. The old way was you need to look good on camera and be comfortable speaking. The new way is AI avatars handle the delivery, you just write the script. The new way is generating videos that come ready to upload. And then when it comes to ranking inside Google or other AI search engines, the old way was like waiting 6 to 12 months for Google to rank your content. The new AI search can surface your video days, as I've shown you today, right? The old way was competing against millions of websites for keywords. The new way, AI search is almost zero competition, right? The old way was needing expensive backlinks to rank. The new way is AI search values content quality and link metrics. The old way was fighting algorithm changes to tank your websites overnight. And the new way is like AI searches focus on relevance, not gaming the system. So you got all the strategies, all the processes, all the systems from today, the 30-day plan and how to implement this yourself. If you want us to do SEO for you, we actually have an offer of a free SEO strategy session. So you can book in a free SEO strategy session, link in the comments and description. Or if you don't even want to jump on a call, you just want to order straight away and get SEO services for your website, you can order via the Backlink portal, as you can see right here. Just order instantly online. Also, if you want to get all the video notes from today, it's inside the AI Success Lab. This is completely free and it shows you exactly how to do AI SEO for your website. As you can see, breaks down all all the best ways to use AI, including the video notes from today. So feel free to get that link in the comments and description. And thanks so much for watching. I will see you on the next one. Cheers. Bye-bye. Today, I'm going to show you how to do Parasite AI SEO on Reddit. This is one of the strategies we use. You can see, for example, our subreddit here actually gets 70,000 views per month by creating content. This is not like spammy content. It's actually like content people enjoy reading. You see here, for example, people commented on it. We publish a lot of content. We've got 3,800 members. And we only started this a few months ago, this subreddit. I actually thought it was too late and wouldn't work. And then it began to take off. And now we basically just publish our videos like you can see inside the channel here. And we also publish a lot of articles as well. So I'm going to show you how the process works and what we do and how to do it step by step and how to replicate this yourself in case you're interested in getting traffic. And the great thing about Reddit is it is free to use, right? You don't have to pay to use Reddit. Anyone can post on there. Anyone can start up the subreddit. And what I've actually done is for the resources for this live stream, I've actually created a list of stuff that you can use to help you to generate this. And the main thing to note here is like Reddit SEO is really powerful because Google made a deal with Reddit. And now Reddit can rank really quickly on page one of Google and also AI search engines within 24 hours, like not weeks, not months, but hours. And I'll show you an example, right? So for example, if we go over to Perplexity here, as you can see, and we'll just put something like notebook AI, LM SEO, right? Something like that, right? What you can see is it will actually source different sources around the web and it will pull in, for example, like LinkedIn or for example, YouTube and that sort of thing, right? And basically what you can do is you can actually rank this content, not just inside Reddit, as you can see, but also inside AI search engines that people are searching via, right? So if you have a look at, for example, this keyword, you can see that my Reddit article from the subreddit is actually ranking inside Perplexity directly. And it's got links to all my funnels right at the top to convert that traffic, right? And you can see another example here. So this is the traffic for this website. We're using the same technique, but on the website, and it works. So even if you don't want to do it directly on Reddit, no problem. You can actually do it on a website like you can see here. And the other thing you want to see here is like we're actually embedding a YouTube video at the top. We don't just rank directly inside Google. We don't just rank inside Perplexity and AI search engines, but we also rank directly on YouTube as well. As you're 5x in your traffic at this point. And you see it's neatly formatted. The content reads really nicely. This article itself actually got 2,500 views directly on the platform, as you can see right there. So if we zoom in on that, there we go. All right. And then if we go and see more insights as well, you can see how it's performing. So 2,500 views, a decent amount of those from the United States, bunch of upvotes, etc. 6 shares, 6 people shared this content, and it's pretty simple and easy. You can actually see where it's shared as well, which is interesting too. So I actually never look at those analytics, but I should pay more attention. The other cool thing here as well is we created that 3 months ago, but it's still ranking inside Perplexity. Right. So that's a great thing about this is when you're doing this, like you're creating content now, but it ranks this week inside Reddit. It could rank in 3 months' time inside AI search engines, and its reach just expands. You never get less views on a piece of content, of course, right? It only increases. And so you're creating these assets that can generate more traffic, more leads, more sales over the long term. So that's basically how it works. And so let me break down exactly how it goes. We've published over 300 posts. We get like thousands and thousands of visitors, and we use AI and free tools, and you can automate this. And the great thing about this is you don't need to be technical. You don't need a website. You don't need any visitors. And Google is literally just giving Reddit posts page 1 rankings right now. It's absolutely insane. In fact, Reddit threads appear in 82% of Google searches on page 1. I think most people don't realize that, but just read that again. Reddit threads appear in 82% of Google searches on page 1. That is insane. And most people have no idea this is happening. So let me show you the system of how this works, right? And this is called the Goldie Reddit Parasite Engine. It's my personal framework for turning Reddit into a free lead generation machine, Reddit Parasite Engine. The difference between Reddit and why you should do it now is like Google signed a deal with Reddit. Actually, ChatGPT as well have leveraged this too. And so Google gets access to Reddit's content to train its AI models. So Reddit gets boosted in search results. And the result is Reddit actually saw a 207% increase in ranking keywords. They added 110 million new keywords to their arsenal. And Reddit has a domain rating, domain authority of 91. That's higher than Fortune 500 websites, right? So when you post on Reddit, you're borrowing their authority. Your post can rank faster than a brand new website ever could. I've tested it myself and I've shown you the proof already that it works, right? That's basically how it goes. I've given you a bunch of prompts here, for example, but what you can actually do is you could use Claude to actually generate names for your subreddit. But the first place to start is to really go to subreddits and create a new subreddit like you can see here, right? So for example, we created the AI SEO Insider, and that is a subreddit where we post all of our content, right? Now, from there, you want to pick a niche specific name. So for example, we've used AI SEO Insider. If you're in the e-commerce niche, you might use e-commerce growth hacks. If you are in the local business niche, you might use like local business AI, right? And you can actually use this prompt on Claude to come up with a bunch of names. From there, you want to start using the content engine. Now, you can use something like Claude. I would actually recommend Claude for creating content. All you would do, right, is you would plug in like a social media post or a video transcript, etc., into Claude, as you can see, and you just paste the content in right there. So as an example of that, if I go over to YouTube here, and if I open this up, this YouTube video, and then we'll pull in the transcript from the page, all right, and then we'll take that, we go back to Reddit, paste in the content, and see pasted content attached. We've taken the YouTube transcript, and now what we're actually going to do is get this to turn it into content for our subreddit. You would actually customize your subreddit right here. But you can see how you can easily generate, using that video transcript, an article based on that content. And because we're using our own content to generate the article, what it actually uses that first person perspective, right? Because it's all trained on our case study data and everything else. And there you can see the article right there, right? And that's basically how it works. That's what we do. We rinse and repeat it. Sometimes we just post YouTube videos, sometimes we post full articles, etc. But it is responsible for generating a large amount of traffic. We actually measured how many clicks we get from Reddit as well, and it is a decent percentage as well. And the other cool thing is like it actually compounds over time, right? So if you actually look at our traffic month on month, January, we didn't get anything. That's when we started. February, we barely got anything. It's a slow burner, right? It took a long time to start getting traction, but it compounds over time. And now you can see we're up to the point where we're just getting 70,000 views per month on this platform, and it works really well. We're at over 250,000 views this year, 3,800 members, etc. Right. So if we have a look at the past 30 days, 70,000 views on that content, which is insane. That is insane, considering this is free. And so with a combination of your website, Reddit, you can use LinkedIn, etc., it's quite easy to start generating a lot of content and then also ranking it. And as long as you quality control it before you publish it, you're good to go. So if you want all the video notes from today, you can get that, including some example prompts and everything else. I've actually given you a 30-day plan to really follow this step by step. The main thing to note here is you're not spamming, you're not creating spammy content, you're creating quality content, checking it before you publish it, and then you can publish this and rank it across your own subreddit, and then generate an asset that actually pulls in leads, pulls in new members, etc. Right? And also giving you some ideas of like builds you could actually build. For example, like you could actually get Claude to create like a visual dashboard of everything that you're doing today, along with a Claude Reddit response bot, right? So for example, you could actually create something that monitors your subreddit, or you could just paste in the responses on the subreddit and get it to automatically answer community questions and that sort of thing. All right. The old way of getting traffic was like you would build a website from scratch, wait 12 months for Google to trust you, write like 100 blog posts manually, build backlinks one by one, compete against massive sites, pay for ads to get any attention, hire writers or spend hours creating content, and then hope Google doesn't penalize you. That was the old way of getting traffic, right? The new way with this Reddit method is like you can create a subreddit in 60 seconds. You borrow Reddit's authority, which is insanely high. You let Claude write all your content. You automate the posting with free tools. You rank within hours, not months. Zero ad spend required, no technical skills needed. And Google was literally pushing Reddit content to page one. 82% of all searches have a Reddit thread on the first page, right? And so this isn't about working harder, it's about working smarter and just using tools that exist right now that most people don't know about. I think that's the game in 2026, and the winners will use AI and the losers will do everything manually. So the question is, which one are you? Now, let me break some limiting beliefs that might be holding you back, because I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking, I need to get a good writer to create content. Here's the thing, right? So if you look at, for example, like Richard Branson, he's dyslexic, he can't write, right? But he's built a $1 billion empire. And how has he done that? He surrounds himself with people and tools that do what he can't. And Claude actually writes better than most humans. It writes in your voice, it writes on any topic. It never gets writer's block. You don't need to be a good writer, essentially, right? You just need to be a good editor. Read what Claude creates, fix what needs fixing, publish it, boom, you're done. And so the new empowering belief of SEO is really I'm the creative director and AI is my writing team. Other people would say SEO takes too long. I don't have the patience for it. And I get it. Traditional SEO might take 6 to 12 months and that's brutal. But Reddit Parasite SEO is pretty different. So I've ranked keywords in 24 hours, not 24 months. And why is that? It's because you're borrowing Reddit's authority. Google already trusts Reddit. So when you post, Google trusts you instantly. And this is the shortcut. This is a hack. This is what everyone's been waiting for. So the new empowering belief really is like I can rank fast by borrowing authority from platforms Google already trusts. And finally, like people say, Reddit is for nerd, Reddit is for memes, etc. It won't work for my business. Reddit actually has over 108 million daily active users, right? 2 billion monthly visits. There's a subreddit for literally everything, right? Real estate, B2B software, fitness coaching, digital marketing, whatever you do, right? Your customers are probably on Reddit right now, asking questions, looking for solutions. So you just need to be there. And bear in mind, you don't just get the traffic from Google and AI search engines, we also get the traffic directly from Reddit's platform, which is very powerful too. The new empowering belief really is like my ideal customers are already on Reddit. I just need to show up and help them. Okay. So that's basically how it works. I've given you the 30-day plan, all the prompts, case studies showing and proving that it works. And you can see all the strategies that we've talked about today. Clint says, Happy New Year, brother. Thanks for the videos. Happy to help. Great to see you and Happy New Year. And essentially, that's how we get so much views in just 30 days using Reddit AI SEO. It's very powerful. Most people are not leveraging it properly. We're creating really good content. Myself and my team spend a lot of time creating this content, but with AI, we can really scale it and we can really get good results. And that's what we're working towards. So thanks so much for watching. If you want to get all the video notes from today, the prompts, the resources, the links, the 30-day plan, etc., it's all inside the AI Success Lab. So feel free to get that. It's a community with 42,400 members. As you can see, it's completely free. You can see it's quite an active community as well. And then also inside the classroom here, if you go to the AI SEO section, as you can see, then you can check out the full guide from today, plus all of our best SEO trainings on how to get results with SEO. So if you're struggling with it, feel free to get it. That's completely free. If you want to get a free SEO strategy session, link in the comments and description. This will show you how we take websites from like 0 to 145,000 visitors per month. And also it gives you a free link building acceleration session with a SEO domination plan. You'll discover the secrets of SEO link building and we'll answer any questions you have on the call. And then finally, if you just want to order SEO directly online, you don't want to mess around with a consultation call, etc., and you want to become a client of ours, you can actually order SEO online using the Backlink portal, link in the comments in the description. And basically between these options, you can just order online and get the package you want. And you also skip the setup fee. So feel free to get that link in the comments description. I appreciate you watching and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers, bye. Today, what I'm going to show you is how to create SEO optimized content that actually ranks using Claude. And Claude is one of the most powerful and sentient ways to write content in 2026. I really call Claude the depth engine because ChatGPT is like really good for quick tasks. Gemini is great for research, etc. But Claude goes deep. It understands context like no other AI. It remembers what you told it 50 messages ago. It creates content that actually sounds human. And that's why I built this workflow around it. Okay. So you can see here, for example, this website went from 2 clicks a day all the way up to 176 clicks a day. And the trajectory of that website is really nice, as you can see. So the way that we're doing this is basically we use this prompt to generate content. And so you can see over here, if we take this SEO optimized prompt, as you can see, this is actually from the AI Profit Boardroom community that I run. And if we plug in our keywords, so for example, let's say our keyword is like SEO training Japan, and we've got some context about who we are, what we do, etc., where we want to funnel traffic to. We've got the links right there. And then we can click enter, and that will actually create an SEO optimized article, much more likely to rank. Okay. Don Morell here, ready to learn, my man. Thank you very much for joining, Don. Appreciate you. We're going to keep generating this. See, you can see how it's beginning to create the content. Now, one of the best things about Claude, if we have a look at that website that's ranking really right now, just to analyze, reverse engineer what's actually working. If you go to the blog here, you can see some examples of the content we've created, right? So basically, if we're targeting like the keyword rank with Notebook LM or Notebook LM SEO, etc., what we're going to do is put that inside the title. And then we have the introduction, a video that basically talks about the same topic and is semantically related. We have links to our funnels to funnel traffic to it. And then we have a breakdown throughout the page of exactly what we're covering, including some FAQs at the end, right? And you'll see that Claude is beginning to create this inside artifacts and it will generate the content. Now, we just consistently publish content around low competition keywords throughout the page and just typically we'll take all of our videos and then turn them into video transcripts, right? So for example, if I type in, I don't know, notebook SEO onto Google, what you're going to see here is my website ranks, but also a lot of my videos rank as well. So you can see here 1, 2, 3, 4 different videos ranking on the first page of Google for that particular keyword, another video right there. And then we've got another article right there that's ranking for this keyword, right? And a bunch of shorts, which is pretty crazy as well, right? So basically what I'm showing you here is you can dominate the first page of Google pretty quickly and easily for that particular keyword just using these methods. Now, one thing I haven't actually checked for this particular keyword is whether we are ranking inside Perplexity and other AI search engines. Type in how to do notebook LM SEO. Now, obviously, people aren't going to be typing in that sort of keyword directly, but they will be typing around stuff like that. And AI search, particularly, it goes so deep that it will find many different angles to show you in your content, right? So if we have a look at this particular keyword, what you can see is it's reviewed the sources, right? And if we have a look at this one, where's that source from? So that is an article from LinkedIn. We've got an article from my website, juliangoldie.co.uk. Inside there, what else have we got? We have a YouTube video of mine in the top 10. So that's one of my videos. And then also, let's have a look here. Oh, we also have a Reddit article ranking inside Claude as well, right? Inside Perplexity, sorry. So you can see how you're ranking, and we are ranking multiple times for this keyword. We actually show up number one right there for this particular keyword. And with a combination of YouTube videos plus taking that YouTube content, those transcripts, and then plugging them into a tool like Claude, is quite easy to rank inside these AI search engines. I think everyone's worried that SEO doesn't work anymore or it's harder to get traffic from Google. I think honestly, if you have the right strategies, you can rank more times inside the top 10 rankings. So look at us ranking right here. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 different, let's have a look at this one. Yeah, well, 4 different articles or pieces of content ranking in the top 10 for that particular keyword. And then if you have a look at Google itself, we're ranking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, let's have a look, 6 times on the first page of Google, plus our shorts. So 10 times on the first page of Google Legs. We've got 4 shorts ranking on Google for that keyword, right? And so it's just, it's almost getting easier to do SEO if you know the right strategies. And that's what I'm showing you today, right? And so most people use Claude like a fancy search engine, ask a question, get an answer, move on. But that's like buying a Ferrari and only driving it to the grocery store. You're missing 90% of its power. So the real magic happens when you give Claude context about your business, train it on your voice, and use it as a thinking partner, not just a tool, right? So what we got here, for example, Don says, I'm getting it. How will this method work with barbershops and hair salons? Absolutely. We actually have a lot of clients who are local businesses, and some of them are hair salons and that sort of thing. So I want to show you some examples of how you can do this using your business, right? And if you have the name of your business as well, I can even do it for you and create an article for you right now, just to show you an example. In the meantime, I'll just show you some examples of how you can do the keyword research. Miguel says, can you help me? Absolutely. Feel free to post any questions. Always happy to help. And then Don, if you want to post what your website is as well, I can actually work on creating some content for you and showing you the process. In the meantime, I'll just go off and do some random keyword research for a barber anyway, right? So if we say, for example, barber, New York, right? Something like that, right? Relatively medium keyword to rank for. So there is some competition for that keyword. What I would typically do is just go for keywords that are low competition, like you can see here. So for example, like KD 10 and below is perfect, right? So if we have a look at the keywords down here, for example, what we got best barber New York, that's a pretty easy keyword to rank for. Very easy, high traffic potential, boom, we could go for that, right? So how are we going to do that? What we would do here is we're going to start a new chat, and then we're going to take that particular prompt that we took earlier. We're going to go over to Claude here. We're going to plug in the keyword. For example, if we found an easy keyword like best barber New York, we're going to plug that into the keyword section, and then we can start creating the content. Now, of course, what you also want to do is just change this so that you have your actual website and everything else ready to go inside here. So what you would do, for example, I'm going to open up a new tab and we'll create a sample like this, but for a barbershop. So I'm going to type this in. I'm going to say, rewrite this as dummy text for a barbershop in New York plus customized to a barbershop website instead, right? And basically what I can do is just get some dummy source context that I can plug into the prompt and show you the outputs in a second. So we'll wait for that to load. And you can see here, for example, okay, Marcus Williams, he owns Blade and Fade Barbershop in Brooklyn, blah, blah, blah. Here's a page he wants to direct traffic to, right? So what we can do is take that source context, like you can see, we can plug it into this source context section. So we're going to say, create an SEO optimized article for this, keyword equals this, is the source context about me, blah, 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 and then we'll hit enter, right? And so we've found the keyword research. That is critical. You really want to find easy keywords you can go after. And the easier they are, the easier it's going to be to rank. If you can find those KD zeros or those KD fives, etc. on Ahrefs, you're already winning. That's actually the first thing we do for clients as soon as they sign up to our service is like, we make sure they get some easy keywords to rank for. And now you can see we're beginning to create the content, and it's going to start creating the content as you can see. So we'll wait for that to load, but you can see how that's just going off, creating the content, building it out. Now, if you actually want to have a look at how we've written this, we said making sure it's easy to read, conversational, UK grammar, FAQs, headers, etc. Probably would change that to US grammar, honestly. First person is pretty good, and then we've done the rest, right? And now you can begin to see that it's actually working, it's actually creating content. So that's basically how the whole process works. Now we'll come out to the finalized output in the end, but that's essentially how you can do this. And what you can also do is you can create a Claude project, and then that's pre-stored with your writing instructions. So for example, if you go to the project section here, we've actually got like a project for writing tweets, a project for writing live stream notes, right? We've also got an offer builder. So this helps me generate new offers for the AI profit boarding, my SEO services. Also have all these different ones. Now, the main point here is like you can easily create a new project, plug in the prompt that we were talking about earlier, and then it can create content in your style that actually ranks every time, and you just plug in the content, right? And bear in mind, like your content is not going to rank every time, just to be clear here. It's the more content you create, the more opportunities you have to rank. So for us, like we'll create content every single day. We know some of it's going to rank. We know some of it's not going to rank. We know some of it's going to rank in 6 months, maybe 12 months, and that's okay, right? We're playing the long game. We want to rank for decades, not for weeks or days. And that's essentially how we're doing this for this website, right? And bear in mind, like before we started doing this, we were getting like 3 clicks a day. Now we're getting 176 clicks a day, and that's growing, right? 176 times 30, that is 5,280 traffic per month for free. If we times that by 12, that's 63,000 people that find our website every year for free directly from Google, let alone all the AI search and everything else and all the other content published as well across multiple platforms, like for example, Reddit. Very powerful strategy, and Claude helps you automate pretty much all of that. So thanks so much for watching. What I've actually done is I have plugged in the strategy that we talked about today. I've actually created the depth SEO blueprint inside the free video notes, some example prompt seekers. I've given you a 30-day plan as well. If we have a look at Claude here, it's generated the article for the barbershop now. So if we have a look at this, let's see what we got. There we go. So we've got the article, as you can see. We can actually save that to Drive if you want into Google Drive, and you can see the content is good to go, right? And that's targeting the keyword New York barbershop, right? Best barber, New York. That's the one, right? And then you can see it's optimized it in the title, the first line, etc. And yeah, that's how we generate the content itself. Now, if you go back to this as well, some people are going to say, well, AI content doesn't rank on Google. The new empowering belief is like AI assisted content ranks, right? Pure AI garbage, of course, it doesn't rank, right? There's a big difference here. If you say, hey, ChatGPT, write me a blog post about dog training, there's a huge difference between that and saying, hey, using Claude with brand context, your expertise, your examples, and your editing, Google's much more likely to rank that, right? It doesn't penalize AI content. They just penalize bad content. And bad content is generic, unhelpful, thin, and copied from everywhere else. Good content is specific to your audience, genuinely helpful, comprehensive, and has unique perspective. And Claude helps you create content faster. That's it. Good content faster. All right. Other people will say, I need to write everything myself to maintain quality. I would say the new empowering belief really is like the best content is AI drafted and human refined, right? So, for example, like Muhammad Ali didn't become the greatest by training alone. He had trainers, coaches, sparring partners, and they helped him become better than he could have done alone. And Claude is your content training partner. It drafts, you refine, it suggests, you decide, it does heavy lifting, you add the expertise. And the result is you get better content in less time. And that's not cheating, that's just smart training, right? So feel free to get the video notes from today inside the AI Success Lab. We've also got a 30-day plan on exactly how to set this up. And what also included here is all the notes from today and all the prompts. And that's inside the AI Success Lab, which comes with a community of 42,400 members. And if you go inside the classroom here, you can get everything from today inside this section. Today, I'm going to show you how to do AI SEO in 2026. This is based on what's working for me. So I'm just going to share the tactics that's working for me right now. You can see, for example, this website is at 0 or 3 clicks a day, and it's gone all the way up to 176 clicks per day. And this is free traffic from Google, let alone all the other traffic that it gets from other AI search engines by ranking. This is for juliangoldie.com, which is my agency's website. And what we're going to kick it off with is this AI agent called GLM 4.7. And GLM 4.7 basically is like a Chinese AI agent. You can use it for free. And that's one of the benefits of this, because you can use it for actually creating the content, but you can also generate different tools that will help you rank your content and also automate SEO itself. So we're going to get straight into this. I'm going to show you some of my best techniques for using this. And if you've never used GLM 4.7, or if you need a full guide or anything like that, I'm actually going to walk you through some of the video notes we have today. So what we actually have is us a bunch of resources inside the AI Success Lab, which comes with all my best trainings, a community of 42,400 people. We also have, for example, a complete masterclass on how to do AI SEO. And one of the modules that we're covering today is GLM 4.7. So, in the next few minutes, you're going to learn how to set up GLM 4.7, even if you don't speak Chinese. It is a Chinese AI, but it's all in English. Click automation that creates SEO content, how to connect this to your existing workflows, why this free tool is outperforming many paid alternatives in the 30-day plan to get this running inside your business. All right. So the concept here is like what most people get wrong about AI SEO is that they think more tools equals better results. And it's wrong. It's like going to the gym and using every single machine for 2 minutes each. That would get you nowhere. So instead, you need one powerful workflow that does the heavy lifting, and GLM 4.7 is one of the best ways to do it. All right. So what I've actually done, for example, and this is something I can use for creating content, is I can use a prompt like this, and we can copy and paste this one. Here we go. And I've actually used it over here. So all you do is you plug in your keyword, like you can see, you say, you are my SEO content assistant, create a compelling headline, 1,500 word blog post, include 5 subheadings, add a meta description, blah, blah, blah. And here's my keyword, right? And what I actually do is generate this AI SEO article, as you can see. It's pretty simple to do. So here's a headline, here's a meta description, here's the information. Some of it you're going to cut off, obviously, like that, right? But basically, that's basically how it works. And it's quite simple and easy to generate that content. It is simple to do, and literally it's just a one-click sort of automation. I would always recommend editing the content before you publish it, of course. But if you want tips on that, inside the AI Success Lab, we actually have the Goldilocks Zone framework, which is a step-by-step checklist for really just quality controlling your content before you publish it. Always do that, folks. All right, so next thing we're going to test out is creating a lead magnet, right? And we'll run through some of the best prompts to use this stuff today. For example, what we can actually do is we can go into GLM 4.7. We can plug in this prompt, right? So I run a business in, and then you just insert your niche. So I run a business in the SEO industry. Give me 20 long tail keyword ideas that beginners would search for. Focus on questions and how to phrases, format as a simple list, right? And basically what this will do is automatically generate all the keyword research for you. And if you look at the blogs from this particular website that we're using as a case study, as you can see, basically the way that we're doing this for juliangoldie.com is, if you have a look at the blog here, we're using the same sort of frameworks, right? So for example, here we're just targeting low competition keywords. We actually embed the original video. Then we insert links to our funnels throughout the page to generate more traffic and direct it. Bear in mind, like there's already pop-ups on this website, and there's a big button that says free SEO strategy sessions. So quite often we don't even need to put the links throughout, and there's a lead magnet at the top, but that's basically how we do this, right? If we go back inside GLM 4.7, you can see that we have a bunch of long tail keywords, right? So how to do keyword research for free, you could do it with GLM 4.7, right? And these are all potential keywords and articles that we could write in our niche. And you could go deeper than that, but that's basically how easy it is. And if you have questions as we go along, feel free to ask. But that's another automation. So just to recap, we've done the content for the blog posts, and we've actually automated finding keywords as well. Let's keep going through this. Another thing that we could actually start doing, let's have a look through some of these prompts. This is a 30-day plan that tells you what to implement day by day if you want to steal this stuff from me. For example, we could actually take our content, right? New chat here. And we could say, okay, review this content and optimize it for SEO. You paste in your content from the blog. So let's say, for example, we'll take the content from this page, copy that, paste it in, ask it to check for keyword density, readability, missing subheadlines, opportunities to add relevant keywords, naturally, meta description improvement, and semantic SEO as well, right? Related keywords. So we're going to hit enter, and now actually review our content for us. So that's another way to really attack your SEO strategy. And bear in mind, like GLM 4.7 is free. So you can use it for free. You can basically create content, do keyword research. You can analyze your existing content to improve it, and use all these different ways to generate better opportunities for SEO. You can see here it's actually doing a final polish. And it's a thinking model as well when it's doing this. Now, one of the other opportunities whilst it's doing that in the background, actually it's finished it now, so we can run through it. You can see here it's actually analyzed, like, here's the keyword density, the readability, the structure, semantic SEO, etc. And it's actually rewritten the article with better semantics, better optimization across the page. I would actually say the formatting looks a lot nicer as well. And actually the content itself seems a lot nicer. So that's one way to do it as well. And then you can also, for example, use this for internal links, FAQ schema, etc. The old way, if we have a look at this, right? The old way was like manually researching keywords for 2 hours, manually writing content, manually optimizing everything, manually creating variations and building the system, or buying expensive subscriptions and hiring writers who need constant management and then hoping the content actually works, right? That's the old way of doing SEO. It was quite time consuming. If you use something like GLM 4.7 to help you, then, GLM 4.7 is going to research the keywords for you, write the content, AI optimize it automatically, create variations on demand if you need to. For example, when we're posting to my website, we'll actually create another variation and then we'll post that on Reddit as well. And this subreddit also gets a lot of views. It actually gets more views than my actual website, right? So for example, if we check out this Reddit here, it gets like 70 views per month using this SEO content and the optimized content, right? So when we're doing this, like we can actually repurpose the content across multiple platforms. And then for example, if you're getting 70,000 views per month on Reddit and then 200 clicks a day on your website or whatever, then this adds up, right? And it generates a lot of traffic to the funnels you actually want to drive traffic to. And so you can automate a big part of the process and it's really simple and easy to do. All right. Now, some people will say like free AI tools can't compete with paid ones, but I would say the new empowering belief here is like free tools are now outperforming paid alternatives on benchmarks. And this actually shocked me. Day, task, what it's related to, how many minutes. I'm obsessed with efficiency, right? When you actually see GLM 4.7's benchmark scores, it actually beats, for example, ChatGPT on coding tasks. And when I've tested it out myself, here's what I found. For SEO content, for automations, for basic coding, this works just as well as ChatGPT. That's like finding the best Muay Thai gym in Bangkok is free, right? You'd be crazy not to train there. The other thing is some people say AI will make my content sound robotic, but AI sounds robotic when you give it robotic prompts, right? This is like blaming the steak for tasting bad when you cooked it wrong. And I love steak, it's my favorite food. So the problem isn't the AI, the problem is the instructions. When I write prompts, I include the tone, examples of content, the reading level of the specific audience, and garbage in, garbage out. So great prompts equals great content out. So that's basically how you can use GLM 4.7. The other thing, the final thing that you can do is like you can actually create an SEO dashboard, whether that's for you or for your agency. So if we have a look at this prompt, for example, you can create these nice little dashboards, kind of like a mini SaaS tool here that stores your data. And then you can actually share and explore that with people, whether that's in your team or your clients if you're running an agency or just for yourself as well. There's some other cool stuff as well. Like you can build a task list manager, to-do list app builder, and then you can add tasks and track them. So for example, let's say you needed to optimize the keywords and then add content, etc. Well, you could do that with GLM 4.7 quite simply. So thanks so much for watching. If you haven't already, feel free to book in a free SEO strategy session. Link in the comments description. This will show you how we take websites from 0 to 145,000 visitors this month. And you can book your free SEO strategy session. You get a free SEO domination plan. Just go to the secret link building. We'll answer any questions that you want on the call. If you just want to order SEO directly, you can actually go onto our Backlink portal, link in the comments description, and you can actually order SEO online. So if you want to order SEO online, we have a bunch of guarantees to help you here. And we actually have a flash sale that's still on right now. And you can just pick which package you want and then check out and order. And it's as simple as that, to be honest with you.